Critically Unfocused podcast, episode 66, but it's really episode 2077 because we're about to get into some cyberpunk shit. But first, gotta hit the music, man. You feel me?
You are a nerd. You are so excited. I ain't never seen you hit the record button that quick.
Nope. I don't want to waste nothing else. We already wasted so you could record it, so let's get it.
Oh, boy.
It's playing, right?
Yeah, it's playing. Yeah. I would have told you. Whenever you start dancing, if it's not playing, I'll let you know. Hey, I low-key had my life flash before me on leaving work tonight. I can't bring my gun to work. And I was getting in the car, and I heard somebody go, "Hey, blood!" And I'll get to this part later, but I can't see that good right now. So I looked back and I was like, that kind of looked like somebody I know. I hope it's somebody I know. And the nigga's walking real aggressive like towards me.
It's Devontae.
I was hoping. It looked like Devontae. Then he was like, oh, never mind. Because he parked his car right next to mine and our cars look damn near the same. He was like, oh, nigga, I thought you was getting in my shit. You good? I was like, nah. I'm good, dog.
He's about to blow your whole shit off.
He had a big ass neck tat, and he said, "Hey, blood," starts like looking around, and I'm like, "What the fuck is happening right now?" Nah. He would have caught me lacking something vicious.
I'm gonna turn. This has been my shit this whole week, so I'm gonna turn this off right now.
He would have put me in a song, nigga. God damn.
Oh my god, Finesse 2 times back in though. Go check him out. He's the guy that Moneybag Yo got his whole flow from, and they're beefing over it now. They were friends before he went to prison. He just got out of prison, and now he's spitting hot fucking fire and showing you where Moneybag got his whole swag from.
That makes sense because that sounded like Moneybag or Kevin Gates, one of the two.
Yeah, no, he's nice. He has a lot of shit that he put out before he went to prison too. Some funny ass ad libs in there too. That's funny. Hilarious ad libs actually in music.
Always a fan of that. Always a fan of that.
Also, for my fellow Tidal subscribers, all 4 of us out there, this song is not on Tidal. So Apple Music people, you're eating.
Racist.
Yeah.
Jay-Z didn't want it to be on there.
They don't the Jack Dorsey now, so it's really racist.
Oh no, even worse. All right, well, we'll address the elephant in the room. Jamal is not with us anymore. He was pummeled into oblivion by me last week, and he is no longer living.
If you saw the video of the guy picking up his friend next to the pool and then dropping him on the side of the pool, it was actually Jarrell and Jamal. I know it didn't look like him, but it was them.
It was. I dropped him right on his fucking head. Now he's dead.
Yeah. He's actually on the run right now, so that's not even his house he's in.
It just looks exactly the same, but you can see it's mirrored because it's different. It's on the other side of the planet.
Exactly. No, it's a green screen.
All right, man. How's your week? Anything popping for you? I know you was on the road a little bit and whatnot, having some big fun.
Yeah, riding up and down 95 as I do. When work requires it, I move about. So that's cool. Had some steak and shake this week. No bricks in the trunk. Fiber spools. You like fiber? Yeah. 6-strand fiber? No.
We don't have that here, but it does sound like it would be nice.
Yeah, no, high speed internet provides it. Had a bit of that.
I ain't got high speed internet.
Your internet speed is fine. What protocols and consistency for shit is different. Yeah. Maybe never heard you complain about downloading things though.
That's true. It's always upload.
Yeah. No. Week's been smooth, man. Been busy. Been challenging, thought provoking. Nothing too crazy though. Was thankful enough to gain another year on this planet this week, so I'm always happy for that. Probably should. Let me go find those for myself. Hold on. There you go. Yeah.
What are you now? 34, 35?
I am 31.
Close enough.
Yeah, it really is though. I mean, there's really not much difference. I can't imagine when I turn 34. I don't imagine there's gonna be much difference when I turn 31.
You might have 1 or 2 gray hairs. I
have gray hairs now. So
never mind.
If more come, that's fine. Hair care usually is not too much of a priority for myself. As you see, since I got that haircut when Bree came back, I haven't done much else, as video watchers can tell. But yeah, it's.
I don't think we recorded an episode since she got back.
Yeah, we have. We did one. We did one the week of. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Look at you. Shout out to you.
Yeah.
You said baby number 2 is on the way now, right? Still no. Still nothing.
Nothing I know of.
Understood.
But I mean, if it's coming, it's for sure coming because you know how they do it now in this country. Ain't no stopping
that. Ain't no options. Ain't no options.
Yep. If it's meant to be, it's meant to be. But yeah, it's been cool, man. What else is? It's a drought for, like, not only is it a drought for sports shit right now, it's a drought for shows. I feel like this is the time to catch up on stuff, but there's like nothing that we need to go check in with every single week right now.
No, this is like one of my least favorite times of the year. Of like, only thing on is baseball. There might be 1 or 2 shows on throughout the week. So if you have the misfortune of like not doing shit on a Saturday night, it's like I'm just sitting here doing nothing, like not having any kind of fun. Yeah,
nope. And I mean, it's just like when movies come out about now. I guess that's probably the main thing. But I haven't gone to do any of that either. Like, I still haven't seen Thor. You and Jamal have seen that. Y'all have held back from talking about that on here, or no? Not really. You guys talk about one episode when I had to get off earlier.
Yeah, we talked about the end of the episode 2 weeks ago.
Okay, so there's that. I mean, and then Nope came out. Haven't seen that. And then, yeah, there's no shows on. There's no games coming out. There's no sports on.
Nope, it's nothing. It's dry. And that, we missed last week, and that's part of the reason why we could have had some shit to talk about, but it was like we got 3 things on the outline this week.
Oh, don't worry, y'all not gonna miss it because it's the same shit that we got on this week's outline.
Yeah,
how the stew is made.
We fortunately had like 3 more things to add on here, so it'll work out.
Gotta build up a little bit. But if Bill Simmons can take time off, then we could take time off. Like, it ain't shit.
Yeah, but Monty's taking off a month. Yeah,
but Marty, he rolled out the book club and said, "All right, I'm out."
I'll see y'all in September. Bye.
Yep, when the actual sports news starts again.
Yeah, I don't.
But training camp's open for the NFL, so we're getting closer. You can feel it in the air. Hard Knocks probably starts this week. Then it has to.
It probably starts next week at least, because the first preseason game is on the 14th or something like that.
Well, if training camp's open, then they got to be recording. So that's what they do.
Yeah. I think they usually get 2 weeks of like recording it before the show comes out, though.
Damn.
So it might be
no. Because they give you the episode like the week of before they hit the preseason game. They'll tell you about who they got that week, and normally the game that happens on the Sunday. Then they come back and the episode's on Tuesday.
It doesn't say.
So next Tuesday or Wednesday, there's got to be the first Hard Knocks episode.
August 9th. So yeah, next Tuesday, not this upcoming Tuesday.
No, hell no. Yeah, because Monday's the first. So
yeah, so yeah, 2 weeks from now. And yeah, the first preseason game will be the Hall of Fame game is that Thursday.
Okay, so nobody counts that game. That's
the first scrimmage of the year is the Hall of Fame game.
The team that has a Hall of Fame game still has 3 more preseason games to play, don't they?
I don't know if that's still the thing now that they've reduced the preseason anymore.
I thought so.
They should let them play like 7-on-7 instead or something. That'd be pretty cool.
That'd be cool.
It's the Jags and the Raiders. Yeah, I won't be watching that shit. Fuck both.
Right, you live in Canton, Ohio. You just get blessed. Like, there's probably nothing else going on in that town.
No, nothing at all. I think the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is there. Or is that in Cleveland?
That's in Detroit.
Oh shit.
I was in Cleveland. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Cleveland, okay, yeah, because they got Gene Simmons in them Baker Mayfield commercials. Hey, do you think? Do you think companies like Progressive, like, because I feel like they ran those Baker commercials for like 3 years, and they would just add new ones in. Do they lose money, like, because they can't run those anymore? Like, obviously he's not on the team, or do they just like refund it? Like, how does that work?
I think there's so much in the black. I mean, so yeah, yes. Are they making less that they can't do those? Sure. Yeah. But are they in the negative? No.
I just wondered if they like prepay for. I mean, I have other ads they can run, so I guess it doesn't even matter if they prepay for ads because they just run it.
Yeah, they probably like when they shoot that commercial, based on they probably have like, well, we were getting this many new inquiries every week before we did these commercials, and we get this many now, so we can kind of attribute that much to this. We expect to run this for maybe like 2 years based on how people are dropping off with the same commercial being on. And it might have cut their schedule a bit short or whatever.
Yeah.
So in that sense, they're losing projected money.
Yeah. And I guess they can always just redo some of them in Carolina, but they probably won't do that until he gets a long-term deal there. So
I think he needs to be a QB1 week 1 and maybe by like QB1 still through like week 8, week 9. then they might shoot one because
I don't know if we've talked since Baker got traded, but it'll be an abject failure for him if he's not QB1 by the third week of training camp.
He's going to be fighting the same fight that Gardner Minshew's fighting right now if he doesn't maintain QB1 through this season. And that's a hard fight to come back from because once people see you as a backup, it's very, very, very hard to change that image.
It's tough. Dog. Gardner Minshew is like, oh man, if you have this guy as your backup, when we've seen him like succeed as a starter multiple times, and they're just like, yeah, he's a great backup. I haven't seen anything from Gardner. The stats is the same for Gardner and Baker. Gardner just started from the bottom.
I've read so it was a bit of a longer thing, but basically he's been like living at his gym this summer. He bought it used to be a prison bus, but he had it like fitted out to live in the bus, and he parked the bus behind the gym, and he lives in the bus right behind his gym. And every single day at 7:30, he goes in there, he showers, he eats his breakfast in the gym, and then he just starts working out the whole entire day. He's just been living in a gym living in a bus behind his gym in Florida for the whole summer.
If he was the starting quarterback for any team, that would be the story of the summer.
Mm-hmm. But he has like a 47-21 touchdown to interception ratio, which is not absolute stellar most thing in the world, but that's still pretty good. That's your top 32 quarterbacks in the league at that point.
At minimum, yeah. Gardner Minshew, every single time I watch him play, I'm like, oh, like this guy could be the starter for this team.
Or the Jets up last year when he had to get the start.
Yeah, like Gardner Minshew's fucking nice. I was kind of hoping to get a little starting role. He seems like a cool dude.
It's just he's behind a guy whose potential is way higher than anything Gardner has shown to this point.
For sure.
So it's like it's going to be hard for them. You got to make the team give up on him, which probably not going to happen, especially not with the talent that's around him. Like
I don't see a world where that happens. I was higher on him than everybody else was last year, but I don't see a world where Jalen Hurts like regresses from what he was last year.
If I'm the Colts and this year even if this year is good with Matt Ryan. It's just the fact how old Matt Ryan is, which he's probably mid-30s at this point.
Yeah, he's got to be like 35, 36 or something like that, probably.
I don't know how much Gardner has left on his contract, but I would try to get him. I try to get him in-house, try to get him over there. And even if Matt plays another year, another 2 years, I'm paying Gardner, and I'm keeping Gardner around so that I can, whenever it's time for new QB1, he's there.
And I feel like he's that perfect little gray area of like, if you have him as your starter and you're winning 9 games, your fans are probably happy. And if you draft QB1 in the draft, no one's going to be like, why the fuck are you playing? Why aren't you playing Gardner? Put Gardner in. Like, no, it's going to be put the rookie in. So, yeah. I feel
my team, the Saints, like we're hoping Jameis Winston continues what he showed when he started for us last year and improves on that. Mm-hmm. But if you're talking about who's our next QB up right now, it's Andy Dalton. Nothing wrong with that. If he was decent enough, like when he had to play for the Bears last year, not anything you want for QB1 numbers, but I'm saying like maybe bring Gardner in.
Yeah.
If Jameis stagnates or whatever, like who knows?
I seen the first press conference for you guys where Jameis walked up to the podium. Did you see him?
No, not for training camp. First press conference, you're saying?
Yeah.
I've seen some stuff from his offseason.
He has to be in the I'm in the best shape of my life part of his career. He looks super skinny, like his whole face looked defined and shoulders look all chiseled. His hair's cut down a little bit. Yeah, I was like, down. Oh shit! Like, who is this refined young gentleman out here ready to play QB? I'm hoping he's gonna have a great bounce back here for y'all.
I saw a video. Somebody like interviewed him. He was in his house actually, sitting on the couch, so just talking about his journey, like through like rehabbing his knee and stuff like that. But he was like, this time out where I had to sit down now, and then the year of me sitting behind Drew, like it just really made me like refine that love for football, and like now I've never like loved more than I love right now. So it's like. Yeah. More than anything, I'm just excited to get back out there and play. And it's like that's I don't know. Like you can't really ask for more than that at this point. Like I don't know. Like I just want to see what it looked like. I feel like he is to be what he was in college. Those are leadership qualities because like he was the heart and soul of that team. Mm-hmm. So I'm not worried about that with him in this roster. I feel like when things get going, if he's playing well, he's undoubtedly going to be the leader of the team. So I'm just ready to see. Hopefully he steps into his potential that he was as the second or third pick overall or whatever. Yeah. And
man,
we see some fireworks.
Jameis's like career has just swung so wildly, and really it was that last really bad season. If I just showed you his numbers up until that 2019 season, this isn't somebody who we're even talking about like, oh man, like I need to see more. Like he threw more picks or threw quite a few picks every year, but it was like on par with all the other bad guys. But he's giving you 4,000, 3,500 yards a year, 63 to 65% completion percentages. Like the teams there weren't great, but like it wasn't like, oh, Jameis is the reason you lose him. Nigga had a 90 passer rating every year of his career, basically, except or damn close to it. So like, I feel like if he's in a solid spot, like he's been in New Orleans for a few years now, and like looked great last year, finally going to get a chance to start this year. Maybe Michael Thomas will decide to play football again, which would probably be.
He's helpful. In camp. He's active.
Okay, I thought he was on the PUP list, but yeah, like you guys got Chris Olave, Jarvis Landry.
He's playing.
So yeah, you can argue that if Michael, I don't even think you can argue. You can definitively say if Michael Thomas is healthy, this is by far Jameis's best offense like of his career. So like he's in the best spot he can be in, I think, to have a great year. Because yeah, Kamara, Michael Thomas, Chris Olave, and Jarvis Landry is a monster fucking deal. Losing Teron Armstead probably hurt, but you guys added a rookie in. Yeah, I think you guys that offense should look really good this year.
I agree.
Yeah, as long as Jameis is cooking. The Saints might be slept on. I hate to give y'all some confidence, but the people are just like penciling it in that the Bucs are winning that division. Like y'all are substantially better than the other two teams below you, and you give the Bucs trouble every year. So
no, the Bucs are absolutely winning that division. There's no doubt about that. Yeah, I know.
Because they should win 13 games.
They're winning the division.
Hey man, their wide receiver room's falling apart. They said Leonard Fournette's 640 pounds. The line
they have the ultimate X factor.
I mean, I don't think Mike Evans is that good. That was a little bit much. I don't know.
No, the man from Michigan.
Having Tom, but Tom is checked out, man. Tom want to play in Miami. He's like, man, I only came back because I didn't want to be here.
It doesn't matter.
You
heard us on that Samuel.
It don't matter. Hey, it's crazy that it didn't matter so much that clearly, like Tom Brady came out of retirement and Bruce Arians quit his job the next day. So like clearly they weren't vibing, and Tom looked unstoppable with the coach that he clearly didn't fuck with. You never know.
Yeah, and I fed this in our group chat, and I'm saying it on here. I still believe the better player, the better talent is Peyton Manning. I think he's the number one. He's the GOAT quarterback. Tom Brady is the better football player, the better teammate, the better guy that you want to have on your team, because whatever it is about him that makes everybody else like work that much goddamn harder, that propels people to play winning football to that level. You can't account for it, but it's a real thing, and you have to look at it as that, because that roster he stepped into in Tampa Bay like was the same when Jameis left. There were some pieces that they added. I don't know if you could say Gronk really took him over that hill or anything like that, because I mean he was cool, but obviously it wasn't that. But he made them a Super Bowl winning team. Like something about that man is different, and it's clear. Like so,
and it gets interesting, I think, with Peyton and Tom, because like I feel like you're right about the like Peyton being the better overall player, but like what Peyton retired in 2015, right? 2016. And Tom Brady has won, 2 Super Bowls since then? And, like, his number – look, I'm looking at his numbers right now. Between now and then, every single one of those seasons since Peyton Manning retired is, like, a great Peyton Manning season. Yeah. And Tom is getting older and still doing it. So it's like he's got, like, he's about to double up on career length doing the same shit. It got me leaning way more towards Tom being the better overall player. It's just, like, okay,
so you gotta look at it with Peyton. With Peyton, the OC basically didn't have to do anything.
Facts, sure,
because Peyton was the OC. So that's like it's a we talked about this too. It's like it's kind of a give and take thing where it's like at some point that starts hurting the team. Like maybe you do need another brain there, but it's like where do you get who gets to say like to Peyton Manning like, nah, bruh, whatever the hell you drawing up right there, we're not doing that. Run this play and stop what you're doing. Like,
I can tell you who.
It don't exist.
Adam Gase.
Adam Gase. If you ask Adam Gase,
Adam Gase had a whole healthy career off of I was the offense. I've called plays for Peyton Manning. It's like, no, shut up. No, you weren't.
No, Adam Gase's job was to help people secure like top quarterback prospects, and he was successful at that.
He was really good at making sure you had a top draft pick.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he didn't get them Tua, but he did get Zach Wilson in the house.
Yeah, that's true.
Brian Flores got him Tua, didn't he? Brian Flores and apparently the front office.
I feel like there was one more, but I guess I'm wrong. Oh, he got Tannehill, and then he was probably gone by the time Tua was there. Yeah, you're probably right. He still stinks.
Yeah.
You want to talk Cyberpunk before we get into some more sports shit?
Man. So fill me in. Have you finished any endings yet? Are you still playing the game?
No, because the way I play open world games is I want to do every single side mission.
Hit all the map. Okay.
Yeah. Before I take big ass, like I'll do all the side missions they'll let me do for the most part, right? And then
this is the side mission game.
It is. I'll tell you about it. It's a side mission game. So I'll do all the side missions until the point where it's like, okay, clearly like I'm getting to like the bullshit. So let me go do a main mission story or like main story. Or like if it's like, oh, you meet a new character and they have a path you can follow. Like I finished all the Pan Am stuff, I finished all the river stuff, like immediately. Like once I get to you,
I'm finished all the Judy stuff.
Yeah. Yes, I did just have a mission with her.
Did you get you can't do pyramid song in a male character, can you? Did you go scuba diving?
I haven't went scuba diving yet, I don't think.
Okay. I don't know if they're off
with
Judy.
Oh no, I haven't done that. I actually just got to the mission where what's old girl's name? That's Judy's friend that introduced you to Judy. That kills herself.
She didn't kill herself.
Oh, well, found in a bathtub covered in
blood.
Yeah. I don't know exactly what happened just yet. But
you just got her back from Fingers. Or you went to Fingers and asked about her.
I've been got her back. I've been got her back. She was just in the bedroom.
Just in the bathtub or bedroom chilling. Okay.
And then Judy calls me, was like, "Hey, I need your help. Like, come right now."
Yeah.
And she's like in the bathtub. Looks like she like cut herself up or some shit.
Yeah.
So I just got to that. So there might be more Judy stuff after that, but
yeah. Look around Judy's apartment. You'll see a scuba suit inside a box inside. I think it's not. It might be Judy's bedroom actually. Or no, it's not Judy's. Yeah, it is Judy's bedroom. Yeah, there's a scuba suit in the box.
Okay. But yeah, so like I've been having a good time with it, doing a lot of the side missions. So there's still main mission stuff. I know I just completed the stuff like the Voodoo Boys, like getting through the Black Wall and all that shit with
Oh my god! Hold on, let's slow down. Okay, go back. Let's go back to Art. So Art, obviously you're enjoying the game. I'm very happy you're enjoying the game because now I finally have someone to talk to you about the game. Because if anyone who was here probably 40 episodes ago heard me like preaching like nonstop about Cyberpunk and how this is like one of my favorite games of all time. I think it was my game of the year for the Golden Cup Awards, the first annual.
Yep.
I still stand on that. This is still one of my favorite games ever. But I just want to ask you questions about different beats in that game. Okay. So let's go back to it's Meredith. Not Meredith. Meredith is the girl from Militech. What is the girl's name that Judy's friend? Actually, did you romance Meredith? Did you do that?
Nigga, I flipped, like I did something where like Meredith ran down on me and then the dude that she was with like saved her. So Meredith was out of the picture right after I met her. Like the minute after I met her, she was done.
Oh, so you fucked up on because like they you have to go talk to them before you go into the food plant or whatever to talk to the
monsters or Malavent or the whatever.
Yeah. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So you fucked up that conversation, so she became aggressive towards you.
Yeah, like I think I must have not had. From her? What'd you say?
You didn't take the chip from her. The chip that was like hacked by them, so they could.
I took the chip. Maelstrom is the group's name.
You was too spicy.
But I told them, like I was like, "Hey, she's trying to set you up," because like my idea, because that was super beginning of the game. My idea was like, "Oh, I'm gonna like be anti-corporation, anti-police," because I was a corporate. Mm-hmm. I like got kicked out or whatever, so I'm like, I'm gonna be anti-everything. So I told Maelstrom like, "Hey, this shit is chip. Like she's tracking you." And then as soon as they plug the shit in to like wipe it, she runs in. But then the dude that's like that she had like kidnapped or whatever. He gave me stuff, I think, or like told me that he'll hit me up. And
I've never done that. This is again, people that are listening to this, you need to play Cyberpunk because right now what he's talking about is a branch that I've never seen because I've never taken that option when I was there. There's this gang that you have to go into their hideout, and if you pick the options that are like pro Meredith, who's this character who works for this company called Militech. then you're basically going to give this gang this chip that's hacked by Militech, so they can, I think, get into the gang's infrastructure or whatever and do some other shit.
No, they're tracking like a truck that they stole, and then
they're looking for their hardware.
They're gonna fuck their banks
the
up.
Hardware you're there to steal.
Yeah, and then they're trying to like fuck their money up and stuff. Like they can freeze their bank.
Yep, because you're going to talk to this gang in the first place because they have this piece of hardware that you need to pull off this big ass heist. And Militech wants that hardware back, or they're trying to track their shit or whatever. So either way, I've never done that option he's talking about. One of the options you have when you go in there is to take the drugs that the people from the gang offer you and just smoke with them and do the exchange and get the fuck out of there. You can go in there when they start being aggressive, you just start shooting it out with them immediately. There might be like 2 more options, but I've never done what he's talking about. So I've never even had the interaction with people they have kidnapped to see what's going on with that.
Yeah, that dude is her boss basically, and he's like, yeah, once you told her like you didn't know me, she like eased up, and I was able to alert so it really ended up being more pro Miltech because he tells like the actual corporal people at Miltech, and they come through and they run through the shit, and I gotta like they come in shooting, and I gotta like either shoot back or sneak out or whatever.
I will say for the entire story, the corporal start makes the most sense for like how the rest of the story goes.
I don't know what the other starts are, and I couldn't imagine it making sense otherwise. What they have you doing.
Did you get Brick out of there?
Brick. Oh, the little dog thing, right?
Nope. Brick's a person.
Oh, no. Brick is one of the dudes you're talking to. No, I didn't. I think he died. Yeah, because he gets in a little like
he was trapped inside it. No, Brick was trapped in a room on the side when you're fighting your way out of there afterwards, right? Because he's the former leader of Maelstrom that they like turned on and they put him away, and you can disarm this bomb to get him out of there.
Interesting. Okay, but have you gotten to the shootout with Miltech when you're sneaking out?
No, I've always been on good terms with them when I get out.
I'm pretty sure
I've done like this 3 different ways that I've never had them be mad at me.
You're in a shootout and they bring mechs in that you're fighting with, and
I've fought a Maelstrom mech. I've never shot a Militech mech.
Oh yeah, no, Miltech's mechs are shooting at a Maelstrom mech, and I'm pretty sure it's Brick in the Maelstrom mech because he's like helping us fight our way out. And then the dude that's with V, I don't remember if it was Jackie or not. He was like, "Oh fuck you!" Yeah, he's like, "Oh fuck, he died." Because they like, as you're about to kill the last mech, it like gets a shot off.
And that's incredible. Because like, hold on, I'm gonna open my Steam real quick and tell you how many hours I have in here. Because it's like another 90 on the PlayStation.
Yeah, I'll say I think I'm 70 hours in so far.
I have 178 hours on PC.
God damn.
Yeah, and I have another 90 probably on the console.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. I've what is that? 260 some odd hours in this game, and I've never seen what he's talking about. Please play this game. And this is early in the game. I've never seen this.
It's like the 5th mission.
Okay, but let's time hop a little bit. The mission in Dreams where you're there to try to track down Judy's friend, which I keep forgetting her name, dude.
Heather or like Haley or something like. I think it's something bland like that. I want to say it's Heather.
Let's pick another name. That's my stepsister. I don't want to use that one.
Oh shit.
Tanya. You're trying to track down Tanya. Wow. So you actually kind of had it a little bit easier than us, like the people who played at the start, because they tell you the gender of the 2 people you can pick to meet with at Dreams. So you couldn't fuck it up.
Yeah.
But when you okay, what up, Jamal? When you were getting through Dreams, did you make it through there like silent and like not triggered the alarm, or did you have to end up fighting your way through there?
Dreams was the hooker house, right?
The club with the dolls.
I made it through there like without
triggering the alarms.
Yeah. Well, because what I did, I went through, I made it out without tripping the alarm, and then I Googled to see what happens if you kill the dude in the Mr. Wood or whatever in the office, and people were like, you can kill him later or you kill him now and something or another. So I killed him thinking like, okay, cool, I can kill him and sneak out. So I like stabbed him up, and then I get downstairs and everybody's like looking for me. So I was like, oh, okay, well, I don't want to have to
the tigers.
Yeah, the girl at the front's like, I don't want to give you your gun, but it's in the locker, and then I got to start shooting and shit. I'm like, okay, I'm not trying to do all that. It was still that was early in the game where I was telling you, like, Doug, shooting on this game isn't even fun because it's like I was shooting people and it wasn't doing shit. So I was like, okay,
you got that tree popped up, didn't you? And now it's like, oh, it's up.
I'd be clapping.
Do you got the gun that be shooting niggas around cover?
Yeah, the smart guns. I had Skippy for a little while, but he went back to being he went back to his owner.
That's a great quest too. Skippy's quest.
Yeah. Skippy's
a smart gun that talks back to you, and you have to give him options on how aggressive and passive you want him to be and shit like that.
Yeah, I made him aggressive, and then after I killed, I think 50 people, he was like, "Oh, I'm going into puppy dog pacifist mode now." But yeah, so I made it through dreams without having to fight my way out. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So like again, so options that I guess you haven't seen then, since you made it through there entirely without tripping the alarm. If you trip the alarm, you don't even get to have the conversation with the dude at the end and get more information from him about like wherever the chick is.
Evelyn.
Evelyn. Yep. Yeah. So that's a big story beat that you missed, and you kind of just have to like you can look at his computer if you have enough skills to get into his office and try to infer things from there. Or something else happens where you get pointed towards fingers, but just the way you go about it and the conversation you have with fingers afterwards is different because you didn't get it directly from the dude. So I'm telling you, man, this game, like it has so many different paths and ways it presents the story, but like it doesn't do it in an overt way that tells you that there's all these different options. It doesn't tell you missed out on things. It doesn't tell you that like you've ended this path. It just you kind of have to just keep playing and trying different shit, then you see different shit. And Tyrell's frozen. So what's up, Jamal?
Hey man, how you doing, man? I missed you guys, man.
Man. You got that LA glow to you, man. We gonna get on you for sure.
Oh man,
JVid-19 in the building. Oh my god, and he coughed on command.
Oh man, I still got a little cough, but I tested negative. Damn, what happened to Tyrell, man?
Nah, he's trying to keep 6 feet from you.
Hold on, real quick. All right, I'm good now. Let's get it. Yeah, stop laughing at me, bitch. Hey, man, what's good, man?
What's good with you, super spreader?
Oh, all right, relax.
Oh, my bad. Yeah, you can tell them folks. My bad.
Nah, man, I'm glad to be back, man. I missed you guys last week, man. I was like, damn,
yeah, man. Got a lot of Marvel news going on.
Man, got the
Black Panther trailer. What you think?
Hey, I'm definitely more excited for the movie now that there's a trailer. That trailer was actually really impressive. Like it looked.
Trailer was hard, man. You kidding me?
Yeah, I'm ready to see how the Atlanteans turn up and fuck Wakanda up, man. I am ready for Namor.
What's your theory on the ultimate like what this movie is going to lead to? What do you think's happening right now?
So I kind of think that Wakanda, so we know Shuri's gonna be Black Panther. They're gonna win in the end. So I think, yeah. So that's gonna happen.
I've seen Shuri and I've seen M'Baku.
No, did you see the poster with like the release date on the with the Black Panther helmet on the for the main poster for it?
How was it doing?
No, so like it's got like the Black Panther helmet, but like it's clearly a more like feminine like Black Panther helmet, so we know it's Shuri.
That could be misleading though, because there's more women than men. Like right now, for that are part of the whatever nation that is they're part of in Wakanda that where T'Challa's from.
Yeah, I forget what it's called, but
whatever they're part of, right? There's more women than men left in like powerful roles, so that could be kind of misleading shit, you know.
Women about to carry this movie, bro. I'm here for it. Shout out to Angela Bassett with her old sexy ass. But
he's not gonna give me any pussy, bro. So.
What you say?
Nothing.
What's wrong with you? Nah, but I do think at the end of this movie, because Latveria is in the motherland, I think we might get a glimpse at Doom. That was
Latveria's in Africa?
Yes, sir. Doom sovereign nation Latveria's in Africa, bro.
Is Doom black? He's not black.
Fuck no.
He's white as hell.
He just where he set up shop in Latveria, man. It's in Africa. It's weird. His little sovereign nation.
I thought it was like an older country though. Like it was Latveria is some new shit.
It's like his little spot, man. But I was thinking like, yo, if they show Doom at the end of this, like Fantastic Four, dude, like Doom, like they're not gonna show Fantastic Four not till like what 2024, right? November.
Yeah, but so They
said it's not going to be an origin story.
Yeah, I saw that too. But like for Marvel, they already have like their big bad of this phase kind of put in place with Kang.
He's going to be in that Ant-Man. Yeah.
No, I'm just saying in general, like more than Ant-Man. Like it's what the event, because all these things build up to Avengers movies, right? So it's not necessarily about one movie, but it's like all these movies building up to an Avengers movie. And there's 2 Avengers movies that are
in 2025, right?
Yeah, slated to go off for this phase, and all those are tied to Kang and timelines. Yep. But that is like a much larger threat than what they dedicate to normal movies. So I feel like, you know how we had Civil War, we had Civil War pre-Thanos, right? And that brought about a lot of Marvel characters on the screen together at once. Yeah. I think it's possible Doom might be what brings a bunch of people on screen at once in this phase.
See, I would think Doom would be the main thing of his own phase, though, because I feel like Doom is like such a big, like,
it's too far away.
That's the thing that where I kind of think you're right, because dog, that seems hella far away. Like,
but it could be like so. That was the theory that I saw with this, is that like Doom triggered whatever event and got the Atlanteans angry at the Wakandans, right? That's what they're thinking. And I think for whatever the next equivalent of Civil War is for this phase, Doom could trigger that event too. And when they finish the Kang thing, then they have to come back and look at like, okay, what the fuck is going on? And that's when he pops up and it reveals himself.
Yeah. But that trailer definitely got me excited, man. I'm definitely ready to go see it. November 11th, we out here, man. Shout out to the Black and Brown War.
And if you notice like the suit when they were on the beach and like they show like someone in the suit, the shit is black with the gold on it again, which they talk about the theory like of is this a theory or is this like, I'm not saying but talking about leaks anymore?
Because they said she's putting Killmonger in the astral plane, right? So like she got his suit instead of the T'Challa one.
Yeah, that's what I think. Yeah.
That's a theory, bro. I don't think we ain't gonna see no Michael B. Jordan in no astral plane because that nigga signed the WB right now. He with the ops now, so that nigga ain't gonna be no more Marvel shit.
He signed now, but this movie was filmed. However,
that too.
Well, I know like last year, that's when they said like when he was working on like the static shit and like the Val Zod stuff for Superman stuff. Like Michael B. Jordan. Well, I guess you could be
you gotta stop him for a Static Shock,
huh?
No, definitely not.
You could be.
This is Disney, dude.
I think you could also be
been in both.
But I would say I think you can be in both. Yeah,
you can be in both. Yeah, no, that kind of defeats my purpose. Cause I was like, that African nigga's been in both.
It absolutely defeats your point.
Oh shit, yeah, and Idris Elba too. Actually, now I think about it.
Yeah.
Shout out to black niggas being in both.
Man. You just spitting nonsense now. You're supposed to be on Marvel Insider. You don't know shit. What's wrong with you?
Marvel shit. Nah,
oh my god.
Man, what else was I excited for that they showed? That's gonna be dope that we get 2 Avengers movies. That's hella far from now.
2 in 1 year though, huh?
Yeah, that's kind of dope. 6 months apart. That's kind of tight.
That should be the next in Civil War or Infinity War Endgame, like the back to back like that. Usually it's some big shit.
That's gonna be fun. What else they got?
We got more She-Hulk footage.
That was a good trailer.
Let's get it. Yeah.
Yep. Tall women fetishizers. Y'all about to eat?
Yeah, we.
Yeah.
Wonder Twin powers activate.
There's a fly.
Yeah, because what the end of Phase 4 is She-Hulk and Black Panther, and then next year the first MCU movie for next year is Ant-Man, right?
I don't know.
I think so.
You tell
me. It's in February.
January.
It's January or February. I'm about to pull it up. Let me see.
Yeah,
I know I had the little. Yeah, so we got Ant-Man Quantumania February 17th. Then we got Secret Invasion on Disney Plus in spring of next year. Guardians 3 is May 5th next year. Marvel Echo is on next summer. Loki, shut up, nigga. Loki season 2 is next summer.
Yeah.
The Marvels is July 28th next year.
Yay.
Ironheart is next fall. Then we got Blade November. Then we got Agatha, Kevin and Chaos next winter.
How much of this stuff ends up being on track? Like I was looking at the last phases, like
that seems like
map, and like it said Miss Marvel was supposed to be in like December or some shit like that. Like,
yeah, you know, I mean, Hollywood, man, they're a prime target for monkeypox.
Pandemic. Oh yeah, that's a fact.
That's
yeah, then we got
that's crazy.
Daredevil Born Again is in spring of 2024. Oh no, I get it. I get it. Shout out to never mind. Shout out to the community. But Captain America is May 3rd, 2024, and then the Thunderbolts are July 26th, 2024. Yeah, but you're fucking idiot.
Who's the Thunderbolts? Who's the Thunderbolts?
That's gonna be like the group of that like the mayor puts together to like fight crime and shit. To they kind of like fight.
That's who Elaine's going around getting. Not Ghislaine, Elaine.
Yeah, the bitch from
so the evil Captain America and
yeah,
like all them.
Yeah, that nigga.
Yeah.
What's his name? Secret Agent or something? What's his name?
I don't. Yeah, American Agent.
American U.S. Agent. U.S. Agent.
Yeah, US
racist
agent.
cat. There we go. But
no, he went ahead with that shield though.
He did go crazy with the shield. That motherfucker is if Captain America was Homelander.
Exactly. Yeah, that's when they put the little people fucking up the superheroes.
I'm still confused as to why Echo is getting her own show, and I don't know what Avenger they could put with Echo unless it's unless Echo ends up being season 2.
Indigenous women with disabilities getting TV shows.
She's indigenous.
She is indigenous. I'm shocked.
And she's deaf. She looked good though.
Unless they make Echo like season 2 of Hawkeye, so like they can like fight with an Avenger. I don't know shit. Echo show.
Don't know how long it took me to finish Narcos.
Dude, Daredevil's getting a big push with Marvel. Because look, dude, Daredevil, he's gonna be in She-Hulk, he's gonna be in Echo, he's gonna be in
he's a
Spider-Man freshman year cartoon. He's a cop.
Daredevil
ain't no fucking cop. Fuck out of here.
He's a lawyer.
He's cop with Jace.
He's the law.
He's a defense lawyer though. He's a defense lawyer. He's not a prosecutor.
Yeah, he be getting people out of there. Fuck out of here. He cool.
Maybe.
And he blind.
He's actually kind of cheating too because he can hear and your heartbeats and tell if you're lying and shit. So it's kind of really not fair. It's actually not fair. Matter of fact.
Yeah, that's fake as hell. But they said his show's getting 18 episodes. That's hella episodes.
It's stupid as hell too.
That's how long. That shit, man.
And I might be assuming here because I didn't hear the beginning of it, Blake. But one of you guys said something was hella far away for like them introducing Doom. And I feel like the fact that they can now do movies and shows, show their different lengths, shows tie in so much different shit. I feel like we're gonna get so much content, like in the grand scheme of thing between now and then, that it's gonna make everything feel a lot shorter. Because I feel like we used to wait like a year, 2 years for like 3, 4, 5 years for sequels and shit, but now it's like, oh, I'm not realizing that I waited 3 years for another Thor because there were 18 shows, 4 movies, fucking a book.
How long did we wait from the first time that they showed Thanos on screen until Avengers? Like
that's what I was thinking. I feel like
6-7 years probably.
Like from the beginning of the like them showing Thanos at like in the end credit scenes to like Endgame had to be like 7 or so years. Like it was a long time. Yeah. Like we were getting so we could see Doom in 6 or 7 years.
Actually, like, that's not even that crazy.
His fingers are this is happening because of him. Like
it's just it sounds crazy because we can see it before it happens now. But back then when we didn't know exactly how crazy they were going to get with this, like it looked like a lot, but now it's like, well,
it's its own channel at this point. Like it's its own channel in TV and movies. So like, yeah, it's a league.
It's definitely its own slice of popular culture entirely.
Marvel got their foot on Disney neck right now, man, or DC neck right now. Yeah. Cause shit, DC can't even promote their biggest movie of next year right now because they they main actor is allegedly in all kinds of trouble. So
Dog, Ezra Miller is a fucking psychopath. Once again,
they'd be just fine if they left like Connected Universe live action alone because it's what Marvel has going on right now. It's like drafting a player and expecting their career to be like LeBron's. Like you can't do that shit. Like this is an anomaly. You can't. Don't try to build this. Like just do what everyone else does. Like make your own standalone shits and have them be their thing. Like, you guys had it with the Batman Christian Bale shit. Like do that again with somebody else. Like, but don't try to. You trying to connect that shit is too hard. Like Shazam right now. Yeah, Shazam.
Batfleck is right now. They just showed that Ben Affleck, he's Batman and Aquaman too.
Yeah, it's like just make good movies. Don't make any of it connected. Don't make it matter. Just make good shit. Which they're struggling to do is make good stuff.
I did like the Shazam trailer though. The Shazam trailer they showed, it looked pretty cool.
No, when they choose to do standalone things, it's them at their best. Like when they did like Shazam, when they did the Batman,
Megan Good in that Shazam suit, turn it up.
I didn't even notice it was her. By the way, Shazam, Black Adam, the Batman, like those are all great standalones that they did. Like, just stick with that. Like, y'all tried to connect the thing, it didn't work. It's not you.
It's not working. Yeah,
let it be what it is.
And it's funny. You say that because like
that would be its own thing.
I don't even watch DC stuff because I know that they try to connect everything, and it's like I'm not trying to figure out your weird universe of connected things. But if it was just like the Batman is completely unrelated to like Justice League, like Batflick or whatever. So it's like, oh, okay, I'll go watch that now that I know that they're not trying to like just integrate a new motherfucker there. But like the fact that they tried to connect everything turned people off because it turned me off to like this shit is trash. I'm not trying to watch any of this. So
that just like the movies, like some of the movies were bad,
and the movies don't be good. Like the Wonder Woman movies were trash. The first Suicide Squad.
Can we keep it 100 about the Wonder Woman movies?
We've always kept it 100. Well, at least me and you, we don't like them.
That first one came out.
Keep it at 100.
Yeah,
I didn't know. I didn't remember if you even like seen them. I felt like you were out.
Period, man, and it got that boost. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, I thought it was a good movie.
Oh, okay, yeah, it was.
It was.
That movie stinks. Come on, bro. You ain't like that movie.
I'm not gonna argue about it because I haven't seen it again since then.
That's the reason why. Every good movie you watch at least twice. Am I right?
Yeah,
that's not true. I've been recently telling myself to watch movies twice that I've seen once that were from Marvel. Like I talking about watch Iron Man 3 again recently.
You watched Iron Man 3 again?
I feel like it's smart to go back.
Yeah, I think did I talk about it on here where I was saying like that movie today relates a lot more to me than it did when I saw it then. Like
before I left, I want to say. I remember you saying that recently.
Yeah. Like so. I just haven't watched it again, just because whatever reason. I haven't seen
really bad ones. I just wouldn't mind. I'd probably never go back. Iron Man 3 wasn't terrible, but it wasn't that good. Like the only one I'll never ever go back and rewatch is Thor 1. I just feel like that's such a boring fucking movie.
It's funny that you say that because that's the one that I feel like got us talking about watching it multiple times. Because the last time you watched it, you were like 15.
I know that's probably the one you should watch again. You probably weren't even 15. You probably were like younger than that. You probably should watch that one again.
Yeah, I think that was like 2008 or something like that. Like
I've definitely seen it after it came out, but I probably haven't watched it like
you seen that shit on TNT when you were like watching it with commercials.
You probably didn't watch it end to end either.
Yeah, definitely not. No, yeah, because when Jamal he was asking me like to rank my Thor movies, and I was like, I haven't seen fucking Thor: Dark World since 2013. Like I can't really tell you how I feel about that movie today.
And I've seen Dark World multiple times, so for me that would be like higher up than probably before it'd be for you if you haven't seen it for a while.
I don't hate Dark World. I don't think it's that bad.
I'm just using that as the example. I can't give you an accurate rating because
see it again and evaluate with your
it can be hard to rate it though.
Based on your memories of like thinking that it doesn't live up to the rest of the shit you've seen since then. Like watch it again and rate it.
It's true though.
When COVID started, I did that with Star Wars. Like I went through and watched the Star Wars, how Disney had it like in the order. And I was gonna do it with Marvel, but it was at the time I think it was 21 movies. I was like, dog,
they're over 30 now.
Yeah, this is so far. Like I'm not. You gotta like, and I'm not about to go watch it in order. So it's like, oh, am I gonna watch Iron Man 1 now? Like
it's a solid week of movies.
Yeah, that would have been nice the first time I got COVID. But
is there anything they announced or showed that you guys really just kind of like don't care for, or that you're kind of
the Graham Groot show, probably.
I don't give a fuck about that. I feel like that's gonna be like for kids, like whatever.
It's to sell merchandise, but because Groot, like in the Guardians 3 trailer, he's not really a kid anymore. So this is the last bit they can kind of milk out of that.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck about that. I don't give a fuck about that Agatha show.
I care about that because I feel like that's gonna move some multiverse shit along.
It probably will. I'm gonna watch, but I don't really care, honestly. I'm not in a rush to like watch it. I'll probably wait for like a couple, unless everybody's hella talking about it and they're like, "Oh, you have to watch it." Because I'm fine with waiting.
I'll say me and Blake were talking about like, well, first off, you need to watch it because you're a content creator. We got to talk about it every week. We were talking about like how this time of year we're like nothing to watch, and you're like, fuck, like we ain't really got nothing to talk about.
Yeah.
You gotta be watching this shit because it's like, what else are you watching?
An hour out of your whole week, or not even an hour, 45 minutes. You're definitely gonna watch it. What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, you're watching it.
When you put it that way.
You might do what you do with WandaVision and like skip 3 episodes first and then watch.
No, I watched it. I was just like, damn. I waited a little bit to watch WandaVision because I was definitely late.
That's what I just said.
You spend more time than that refreshing Twitter every week. You can watch an episode of that every week.
Twitter's guaranteed good though, and it's always hella.
No, it's not. That's why you refresh it so many times.
Nah, there's always some shit on Twitter though. Twitter's entertaining literally every day.
He lives on the darkest timeline. You can't really compare your life with Jamal's Twitter.
Yeah,
every refresh you're getting something fire.
Not every time, but like, I can always
talking about.
There's always something on the timeline, dude. I'm telling you, like it's just be random shit.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't really been on Twitter that much today because I was so busy at work. But
you're so busy.
Yeah, but nah. Hey man, shout out to San Diego Comic-Con. They showed a bunch of cool stuff.
Game of Thrones, a new show got showed.
Oh yeah, when's that drop?
August.
No shit, it's coming out soon.
Yep.
Yeah,
the book
that's
is
a show.
based on.
I'm somewhat excited for it. That's a show I don't really know if I'll be watching week to week. We'll see how it starts.
Absolutely, super on board.
I'm sure. I know. But if the first couple episodes are kind of slow, but I don't know how much story building they're going to be doing. So we'll see.
You're a content creator, bitch. You gotta watch it week to week so we can talk about it.
I don't think people
not if me and you aren't watching it. He doesn't have to. It's going to be weird if like me and Tyrell are watching what was the show Agatha every single week and you're not. It's gonna
all right, I'm gonna watch it though, assholes. Dang, I don't want to be left out.
But are we all about to watch Game of Thrones week by week?
It might be me by myself. So I won't come here and talk about mines because I know you two don't watch it.
Yeah.
I'm tired of you bringing that shit. I'm about to just watch that shit out of spite.
No, you're not. Last time was good. Last time was bad. You definitely watch it.
That shit gets pushed down my list. Nigga, I started watching Arrow.
If I kept on coming here and saying Mines is so ass, you would watch it. And then you'd be like, man, this shit ain't bad, Blake.
I've been watching
this is better than Sons of Anarchy, low key.
Man, this shit's straight, man. I don't know. Hey, this little Abuelita chick, she's shining straight. I don't know, bro.
Did you just say grandma?
Her name is Abuelita. I know that sounds like grandma. I don't know. It might be something else in border town Mexican.
Jesus Christ, that's nasty.
Man, fuck y'all.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Did you watch any of that Saints Row gameplay? Because I know you're excited for that too. They put out like an hour of gameplay in the last week.
Oh no, I haven't seen that. The last thing I watched was like the character like builder that they maybe put out like a couple weeks ago.
Last gen as fuck.
Yeah, I watched a couple of the.
Why you always hating on some shit, Blake? What's wrong with you?
It's an observation. You didn't see it. I saw it.
What's your fucking deal? What's your problem?
You gotta see it. Go see it. You tell me it's different.
I'm gonna watch that shit.
And I know that got the 4-hour preview were saying that it's pretty like the world's pretty like empty, like it's not super popping. Like it's kind of like the old Saints Row 4, or sorry, the old Saints Row, but just not as like fleshed out as a New World game. So they were saying if you really like Saints Row and you like already know you want to play this, you're probably gonna have a good time. But compared to like a modern open world game, they said it's not like it doesn't hold up to like a GTA or a Cyberpunk or like any of the open world shit we play.
Nigga named two games.
I mean,
third place. Ain't nothing wrong with third place.
Should I list Red Dead? Like, what do you want me to list? Open world games?
Fuck Red Dead.
He's nothing wrong with third place, but people killed Cyberpunk till this day because it's not GTA. So third place in that conversation, bad place.
Cyberpunk. That's a cool game.
I'm not talking about you.
You haven't played it like I have, Jamal. You're not really fucking with it like that.
I haven't played it in like a week or two, but I liked it. It's cool.
I'm mad. My internet dicked out.
Huh?
You know who Fingers is?
Nah, but I know that one chick y'all talking about with the ass though.
Pan Am.
Yeah, there we go.
He's on Cyberpunk Tyrell.
No,
he ain't a real donk. He ain't a real donk.
If you haven't gotten Fingers, I don't think you're past the prologue. If you haven't met Fingers, right? I think that's in the prologue.
I'm past
that's
the
when Jack.
No, Fingers is the guy who runs the clinic where Evelyn went to try to get her implant removed.
That's still in the prologue because that's before you get the fucking the conduit in your head or the construct.
No, it's not. No, it's after the heist.
Yeah,
I thought the heist was still in the prologue too.
Yeah, because when you get Pan Am and you do that mission, when they like kill some of our homies.
Panam's after the heist too. You can see Panam before the heist. She's hanging out inside the club or whatever, but you can't talk to her.
Nerd. Yeah. Fucking cyberpunk nerd. You need to get a job. Hey man, CD Projekt Red, man, shoot us a sponsor. Shoot us something. My niggas Blade know everything about y'all. What's wrong with them? They bad. They problematic.
They do. Beating your ass. They're Polish. I feel like that can't be good.
They're straight. Man, what did you talk about?
Yeah, hold on. Yeah, fucking, we're trying to get a check, nigga. Fuck you talking about?
You got like the 1950s white people racism. You hate Polish people? You hate Polacks? You hate the Poles?
Yeah.
Have you seen The Wire? Have you seen The Wire?
Oh yeah, they're talking about season 3. No,
that's season 2, right?
The 2 with the people in the shipping container.
Yeah.
Boo.
I think Tyrell a dickhead.
Yes.
Hey man, so I've been meaning to ask you guys, man. Y'all missed me last week? What's up, man? How was it?
We didn't record last week.
How come y'all didn't record?
So you didn't check the feed at all.
No,
wait. What do you mean? Wait, what do you mean? Why didn't we record? Because you got COVID and you were like, "Hey, I'm gonna be home on Friday. I'll be at the house by 6:00 so we can record the show." And then you were like, "Actually, I'm waiting at the airport until like 8 p.m." And me and Blake,
I'm saying y'all could have kept on going. Was it just like not the same? Like, how much y'all miss me?
There wasn't a ton of content available, because I'm guessing that's not going to be to put anything on the timeline for us to talk about.
So did you guys see? I made a docket for 67. And I was like, damn, yeah, I was a little bit of confusion.
You probably made it in your own drive again.
No, you can probably look it on there.
Probably not because I didn't see it.
I'll tell you.
We were also text in the group chat when we said we're not recording tonight. You were there. Why are you asking these questions?
I was sick, bro. I'm tired, man.
Yeah, had a long week. You let a fucking dwarf Latina stripper spit into your mouth.
I did let.
I
got
COVID. I did. That was public information, so maybe we should have done that.
I don't know about a dwarf, but I did definitely let a chick spit a shot in my mouth. But
that's absurd. That's how you got COVID. If it wasn't public information, this nigga is a health hazard. He's a walking biohazard.
Nah, hey man. I will say this, man. Shout out to friends and family that let you.
Are you in these streets, my brother?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
I'll say this, but
I didn't know that. I didn't know he had a girlfriend when he had a girlfriend. He's the same guy. I don't know.
That's true. Yeah, I found out in the worst way possible. Actually,
shout out to friends and family that let you stay at their crib and don't make you pay for hotels. Okay, we gracefully appreciate people like that. Nah, man. Hey, that's love, man. Especially in big ass touristy cities like that. Like, dog, this should be expensive.
It's a substantial amount of money saved.
Us having friends in Vegas and LA has been so helpful for my life.
Oh, that shit's fire, man. I do, man. Just do something, show you appreciate it, man. Like, yo, if y'all go out, pay for their food, their drinks. I know. Shout out to Buddy. He let me stay at his crib. I know. I got him some vinyls when I was up in downtown. I got him a Prince vinyl, and I got him a Black Moon vinyl. Shout out to me being a good friend. Shout out to my nigga Butter. Stay with him.
To at least one person.
Yeah, fuck you. Let me stay at your crib and I'll buy you something.
You be showing him I can just walk home. You giving him the whole tour of the shit, letting him stay with you and all that.
Nah, man. Show love. Shout out to my homegirl.
I make sure Jamal's okay on the hill.
I stayed with her a little bit. She showed love. Shout out to our fourth member's brother. Shout out to P Prince. He showed love when I was out there. Good old time.
You was really just
my dude, man.
You was
only when we out, bro. You can call me Prince when we in the house, but we out. You gonna call me P?
Hey, man.
That would make sense if he moved to LA and started going by P.
Hey, man. Shout out to him, man. Shout out to Tonio too, man. We miss you, man. Bring your bitch ass back. But if not, fuck you.
He can't come back until he gets his get back on Mac for what he did to him in the wreck.
That's crazy.
I see Mac give him 45 drop steps and up and unders in a row.
Jesus Christ, man.
He's fucking him up. It was in the program actually. Beat his ass.
Dude.
Shout out to Mac, long-time listener.
Dog, it's man. I see why people be in a good mood living out there, man. Like besides like the end of the month when you see how much you got to pay for rent, like yo, you got to be in a good mood living out there, man. It's so nice and there's always stuff to do, man. It's nice out there, man.
There's always stuff to do.
Dog,
there's always something to do in LA. Man. It's incredible. And the weather's always good.
Everyone has to remember this. That city and state is way more expensive for tourists than it is for people who live there. Because if you live there, you're getting paid more, and also certain social services, they have socialized healthcare for their entire state. Whereas So that's another cost you're not incurring as yourself if you live there. Rent control is a thing in LA too. So people who lived in a single apartment like for the last like 12 years, they're paying the same rent, even though if you try to go find an apartment, you just move there, way more expensive. So things to keep in mind. But
it is funny too when you mention that, because like I look at a lot of the friends I have that live in LA, I'm like, you be out a lot for y'all to be complaining about how expensive it is here. You be like doing a lot. Like, oh, you got like a regular job. I might not know how much you make, but you be living out there. Like it's clearly.
Dude, honestly, like yo, like,
already there.
You can go out there and kick it for a weekend, and you don't gotta have a hell of money like with you. Like yo, like I was.
Well, the touristy part is like staying somewhere. A lot of them, it's like the hotel shit, or like if you just
that's true.
It's a substantial cost saved when you don't have to do that, or you have to rent a car or whatever.
Yeah,
it's a lot of money saved.
So much
honestly,
money.
like yo, I could have took Butter's car, but I was like, man, I just take a Lyft or something. But I never really had to pay any more than like $8-9 for like a Lyft or an Uber anywhere.
Uber everywhere was a song by a nigga out there, because you can just like there's literally Uber everywhere. We Uber to a Dodger game. They had it all set up like super specific, like the airports here. Like you can Uber everywhere when you're down there.
Dude,
for like a decent price.
Dude, yeah, man, it's super nice out there. That and man, I remember I met these girls at the spot out there, right? And then they was 7 deep in a 2-bed, 2-bath, bro. It was like a treehouse gang. Like they were deep. I was like, damn. So yeah, I stayed with my homegirls because they were all up in the spot together we went to. And then she was like, yeah, it's me. Number 1, number 2, number 3. I don't know what the fuck they had. They might have sleeping pods, my nigga, but they were 7 deep in a 2-bed.
If you work alternating shifts,
I have no idea.
Maybe could do it.
Yeah, deep. And I remember I was
that probably is a big part of it.
Yeah,
because I know when we went to San Francisco, we stayed with Amara's cousin for a night on our road trip down there. And we were like, oh, we're gonna crash at your place, and we get there. She's like, oh yeah, I have 7 roommates, and they lived in like a 6-bedroom like spot, but it was like this dude's a waiter, this dude's a bartender, this dude's a barber, this dude's a tattoo artist, this dude work downtown. So it's like,
yeah, so they're probably never all
like 3 people be in the house at any one point in time. She was like, oh yeah, like, oh, I share a room with this girl, but like the girl that lives across the hall, I've talked to her twice. It's like, so you're kind of just like in a hostel, low key, like you share living spaces, but like you got your own bedroom and shit. So yeah, I guess shacking up like that, if you work 2 bedrooms for 7 people is crazy, but
that's hella people, dude.
Work the right shit.
They were all like pretty cute. Dog, the thing is, when you go out there, and you like try to like rap to a chick, whatever. Dog, every chick is like an aspiring model, actress, all kind of shit like that, dude. And that shit was getting old fast. I was like, damn, man.
What was your elevator speech about yourself?
I was like, huh?
What was your elevator speech about yourself?
Oh man, so you know what my go-to was? Oh, they were, hey, what do you do? I told them, man, I'm just out here visiting right now. I'm just seeing how I like it. I'm considering moving out here. I can get a transfer through work. I'm just taking some time out to enjoy my time out here, visiting, see what it's like out here. I want to see if it makes sense for me financially to move out here because I know it's a big adjustment. I ain't fucking moving.
Not you being mature.
Man, that was my go-to. It's like, oh yeah, that makes sense. Like, yeah. I say what?
You hit him with the mailman off rip?
No, yeah, I was talking like, I work at the post office. I'm a mailman. Oh yeah, I can get transferred to work.
Hey.
Oh, see,
I got a good family man job, bitch. Let me save it.
Drop a package off. I definitely fell in love like one night out there. I'm not gonna lie, at a spot. I was buying one chick. I definitely missed that woman, but shout out to her. Dog, I'm so mad I got COVID, dude, out there, bro. I was gonna fuck Cheetos up, nigga.
Just the one.
I probably should have, honestly.
Why not?
Yeah, I was like,
that probably do be the main profession fucking the strip club too up is mailman.
Never saw this test. Toss that shit away.
That's absurd.
That's what people do anyways, man. Fuck it. You'd have been the only one in there doing that.
Oh yeah, nah, everybody in there.
I feel fine. Fuck, this test is wrong. You just go anyways.
Nah, I don't got sore throat. Nah,
ain't no fucking way, dog. I got 3 vaccines.
I'll wear my mask.
I'm good.
I'll wear my mask tonight. I'm straight.
Are you supposed to get a booster every year or every 6 months? Somebody said you gotta get.
I haven't got another one.
Neither.
Oh, you never got your booster, Blake?
I did. The 4th booster is for people that are like over 65 or have like compromised immune system.
So once you get the first one, you're good.
That's it. Yeah.
It's just
So
one?
there's,
Yeah.
I mean, if you got Moderna or Pfizer, you would have 2 shots and a booster.
Oh, okay. Somebody tried to tell me, oh, you supposed to
Or
get every
just 2 shots flat. I think 2 shots is still considered fully vaccinated. So
Every 6 months.
Nigga definitely be lying on there, man. I was gonna go in there. That's for they Jake me with the super soldier serum.
No, it'd be the same shit you already have, and you'd have been just as effective as you are right now. So just
I'd have been like,
that's not true.
double.
So before we get a COVID warning banner, let me not do that.
Double protected.
We constantly have.
I don't know the number. Look it up. Ask Fauci.
Oh, I just so
go to the CDC website. Yeah,
Fauci's retiring. Fauci done. He's about to retire.
Ask him still. He's still on the clock.
But nah, man. It's cool just being able to. Man, I went to like some of them little shopping places. Hey, man, people that be working at like some of them like high end like kind of like clothing store. Not even like high end clothing, but like kind of like designer stuff. Yeah, like some of them they be acting like they way more important than they really are, bro. It's like, bro, like I know you're not getting paid hella just to sit here and like watch me not steal some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like they be kind of like dicks to you and stuff, and like they're like, oh, you thinking about getting that? Like, they be kind of, they just kind of snobby a little bit.
I feel like that's the case.
They have to watch you, and they feel like you're wasting their time because they know you're not about to buy anything.
Nigga, they probably can't afford to buy the shit like that either without using the employee discount.
That's not the point. You're making your job a hassle when they're probably standing there listening to the latest.
Bro, I can buy the shit if I want. I'm just honestly looking at the shit. Like I'm not gonna go.
They know you're not gonna buy it though. You're one of 0 people they seem to do the same shit.
No bullshit. I stepped in one store where I was like, nigga, I cannot afford this, and that's because I did not know. And that was that place I told you about, that Stone Island.
I'm saying you're not unique. They've seen that behavior before.
Nigga, I can afford undefeated stuff. This shit ain't crazy. They got like 100.
I know they can tell when someone's about to buy something though. You're talking. You're trying to convince me. I'm not questioning whether or not you can afford things. Well, I'm not calling you broke. I'm saying from their perspective, they're watching thousands of people come into these stores all the time. They know who's about to buy some shit and who's not.
I was like really kind of looking at it, and the dude was being like kind of a dick. Cause I asked him about
You didn't look right, bro.
Huh?
You didn't look right.
All right, whatever. Fuck that nigga.
I will say, having been in those stores, I feel like it's a little of both. Like they can kind of tell when you want to buy some shit, but it's also like these dudes are the coolest dude in their circle, probably. Like
they don't even really be cool like that, dude. Just be like some square ass white dudes.
Not for sure, but like again, what is your circle? Like getting to work at like Undefeated or Supreme or the Hundreds, like, and people are like flocking to you to like, hey, I want to like come buy shit. I
need this drop, bro.
Like I need to be like in and around this area with you. If you have that happening all day, you're feeling like, hey, I'm the coolest thing in the world because I'm like the floor leader right now is Supreme.
You probably were at a contest and got to work in the booth, so people were trying to get shit off you that people who are like semi-famous and shit like that. So you have some level of clout, like just because of the brand that you rep.
When I went down to the Hundreds for the first time and I had an ETC Tacoma shirt on, they were like, hey, you know Umi? Oh, he used to be the manager here. Like, and it's immediately like, oh, we can get you a discount on this. Like, we're showing you love on this. So it's like, they're the coolest dude in their community. So they're like, they see a nigga walking in that's like, oh, he ain't about to buy shit. What you looking for? Oh, you don't already know about all the shit we sell. Like, I'm a hipster, low key. Like, you don't know all the shit we sell. You don't know like about this.
You know how we treat folks who work at Nike when we want some shit from Nike.
Yeah.
How we treat folks who work at Nike when we want some shit from Nike. That Nike friend you have who work for the store who can get you into the employee store.
Y'all know how Nike friend real nice,
bruh.
You treat your Nike friend real nice.
Now imagine they work at the boutique.
Yeah, for sure. I will just say I see that when I went down there and going to ETC a lot, like seeing how people in Tacoma revere the niggas at that store. Like, you're not even one of the people who created it. You just work here. Let me like, oh, I gotta like make sure
regular
I'm
niggas
cool,
though, bro.
Like, they are regular niggas when you know
regular
them.
people just because they got like
it's dumb, but it is that's where we are.
They regular dudes with like
it's the popular kids in high school, but you're older now.
Regular
imagine we knew someone worked at GameStop when we were in high school. We'd have come on, man. Come on.
Man. Then I'm talking about like as a 30, like we're 30, bro. Like, bro, like you think you cool because you got a shirt that
they don't care about you. They care about who you represent as a demographic.
I say this in every job I ever work at. All of adult life is high school, just in different ways. So if it's like I'm into streetwear and the nigga that works at the streetwear store is cool, oh, I need to like make sure I'm flicking it up with you every time I see you, or like dapping you up, tweeting you when I can. Like, So those dudes definitely get an inflated sense of confidence of like, you might be a lame ass nigga, you might just be a square, but I work at the fucking Undefeated store. I get discounts on all the clothes. Niggas want to be my friends. Like bitches want to come in here and get clothes from me. Of course, I think I'm that nigga. So when
but you ain't
somebody I
getting pussy
don't know,
I know
they probably are.
Like,
they probably
he's
are.
Thinking, like, I don't need to try to maybe sell this guy to buy this one shirt, bro. Versus like this guy's going to come in here and he's going to buy 12 shirts. I don't need to worry about you so much. I just make sure the guy's going to buy 12 shirts, going to feel good, and maybe takes a picture on Instagram, get more people in this store. Like,
yeah. And some people are just dickheads. Like the niggas who like focus on all the shit I just mentioned, you might be a dickhead. Like you might be somebody I don't really fuck with. And like so when you go in there, you're getting the I'm too cool to be here like customer service. It's not like when you walk into the fucking Target and everyone's like, oh, can I help you find anything? Because I don't give a fuck, I'm at Target. When you walk in there, it's like, oh, what you in here for? Oh, bet. Let us know if you need something. Like, nah, yeah. It's definitely the experience you had, I feel like it's very normal with streetwear shit because you'll see, you go look at the reviews, they'll have people like, the dude that helped me like clearly like didn't want to be helping me, but I wanted to buy a shirt or a pin or like something like super cheap because I'm from out of town.
I got another example of this shit. So because
he probably was.
I've gotten taken to like a lot of like different. No, it's not. I'm not trying to humble brag or nothing like that. Like, high-end restaurants and shit like that because of like my mom and her ex-boyfriend. That's like the shit that they like doing. So when I first went to the Met in Seattle, it was with them. I went there afterwards by myself. The treatment was very different because I don't talk to the waiter the same way that like they might talk to the waiter. The time that this was like super highlighted to me, we went to a bar together in Barcelona. They had this relationship with the bartender there after talking to him for one night where like he had a personal herb garden that he grew like, I guess like on some balcony or roof that the wait staff had access to, where he was like making us drinks from like this basil that he made himself. He showed my mom's ex-boyfriend like this bottle of Macallan that they keep in a safe downstairs in the bar. This is in the W over there, right? The W is like an offshoot of the Win, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he showed him like this bottle of the Macallan keeping a safe over there. It's all the different shit that like is not happening to normal people at that bar just because of one, probably the tip that he left and just how they were talking to each other report because he knew like money was going to be spent here regardless. So he got us like this flight of different Macallans that is not normally offered there and shit like that. But they start treating you different when like they know the money coming out is going to be different.
And that dude might see us, the three of us, walk into that same bar and try to sit down and start ordering shit. What do you want? Oh, okay, yeah. You want a Macallan?
Happy hours in 4 hours, bro. Yeah. Like
you want a Macallan 18? That's $196 for the shot, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Like, yeah, it's a completely different treatment for sure. And it's the same thing in streetwear. It's the same thing in rap. It's the same thing. Like I always say, the high school shit. Like you walk up to all of us went to Foss. You walk up to the little brick wall where all the cool kids are. If you fit in there, nobody asks a question. If you a homie, the fuck is you doing? What's going on over here? Oh, okay, you're cool with him. And if you're not wanted there, it's like, excuse me, like why are you with us? And that's the same thing.
That's high school though. Nigga,
it doesn't change.
Working at most jobs that I've worked, I think every single job I've worked at since high school, I can look at it and go, oh, it's a different avenue of the same shit, but this is work. This is high school.
I literally this happened to me today. Matter of fact, I walked into a place where I'd been before, but I hadn't been there in some time, and this is like at work, and it was like, "Hey, can I help you?" It's like, what? Like, I fucking work here.
Yeah. Are you looking for something? Like, yeah. Nigga, at my job, we have a certain area of the store where technical things go on, and there are certain people who it's like, oh, you do technical shit, you come in here. When somebody from the sales side of our job comes in the room, everybody immediately goes, oh, what's up? You must need help. Like, you're not supposed to be here. What do you need?
Like, oh yeah, no, all the computers on your desk are my responsibility. So actually, can I help you? Like,
exactly. What do you need?
I felt it was like,
yeah. That high school is a different version of high school can be applied to every job and every interaction you have. If you think about high school, where most American adults get formed and have their like life made, high school is everywhere.
Yeah, it's a microcosm of like how the rest of the world kind of kind of works in a way. Some shit changes. Some shit like the same, just on different places. It's weird.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe that shit's just weird to me. I just feel like, bro, like you can't be acting too cool, bro. You just standing here and just selling shirts with let's say undefeated on it, bro. Like this shit ain't high end and expensive like that. But all I did was ask you, like, yo, when y'all drop shoes, do y'all sell them like like how much like do you guys sell them like exclusively here? Do you guys do like a raffle and all that stuff? The guy was like, oh, well, do you know what shoes we've dropped and do you have any? I'm like, yeah, pussy, I have some undefeated Nike shoes. Like, no, why are you trying to quiz me on like, do I know? I just asked a simple question, like, because I didn't know they sold like just other regular shoes that are like just normally out that you can find like Foot Locker and Finish Line and stuff like that. I'm like, oh shit, you guys sell like regular shoes here? Because I saw like the Green Bean Fives and like a bunch of Air Maxes and stuff. So I just asked about it, and the dude like started trying to quiz me and have attitude. I'm like, man, fuck this nigga and these shirts, man. You fucking weirdo. I know I make more money than this whole ass nigga anyway, and this nigga acted weird.
You should have fought him.
Yeah, and get arrested.
That's really the option right there. You should have said, come in the alley.
Hey man, Jada could said it best, man. I would have slapped you with the burner, but you probably sue. Nah, he said that though, about Diddy. But yeah, and I went to that Stone Island place. I was gonna get some pants. It was on sale. Strung them up. That shit was $750. I'm like, oh, did you actually press a 0?
There was no tag?
Nah. I just went to the sales section. I was like, yo, these can't be expensive like that. But they were like, so the tag was like deep inside, but it was like in some weird ass pocket. But I was like, nigga, there's no way these are $750.
So you just went to the register without trying to find the tag?
No, I tried to
look at the price tag.
Like, yeah, they look good on you. And it was on sale. I'm like, bet. That lady said, yeah, this $750. I'm like,
did you
cool.
Look at the tag of a normal item that wasn't on sale?
I looked at some other stuff, but it wasn't like nothing high like that. Like I saw like a $200 like sweater or some other shit, but those pants were $750.
Was the $200 sweater on sale?
No, it wasn't. It was a weird layout for that store.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, it was kind of weird.
Maybe something got put on the wrong hook.
Yeah, I don't know. But
that doesn't make any sense.
I'm telling you, bro, nigga, them pants were $750 because they were on sale. Then the regular price was $1,050. I'm like, oh yeah, keep them shits because nigga, I'm not buying those. She just looked at me. I'm like, hey, bitch, I don't know what you want me to do.
How comfy were they?
They're comfortable as fuck.
Did you feel like a different level of money from like Fleece Tech?
Nah, like they were like a lot of those clothes were like they were on like some SSX tricky shit.
I wish you would have bought. Now I wish you would have bought them. Think about.
I should have hit y'all, man. Yeah, I should have hit Blake. Hey, Blake.
I asked you how many people did y'all see in bell bottoms? How many?
I'm trying to be the one.
I didn't really notice.
No, they wear them all. Like T-Rail wears them all the time. I thought.
Yeah, man, I had a good time out there, man. I had
love to wear bell bottoms.
Yeah, there's some stuff I'll tell you guys like off air. Some shenanigans. You know, I don't want to. It's a family show, and we be having people listening to this. But yeah, that's cool, man.
It's probably no different than you telling us in the group chat at this point.
Nah, it's not. It's totally different. But man, I had a good time. Shout out to my the fam out there, the friends out there that took care of me. They're looking out. I'll say this: I did some respecting for free.
High level respecter.
Yeah, and yeah. I will be back. Say what?
See YG wearing a wig?
Nah, I didn't see YG out there.
Did you see get impressed by Mexicans?
Nah.
It's been going down
it's
too.
So dope being able to just go to like parties and stuff and just wearing a t-shirt and like just some hoop shorts, just being able to drink. Dog, you guys have no idea how drunk and high I was all day out there, bro. Like I was so fucked up. I was at this day party just blasted. I swear to God, I was drunk for like a good like 12 hours straight. I felt like shit the next day. I was just in the zone. Dog, it's so fire out there. I gotta that shit motivate me. I gotta get this money so I can go out there and kick it. I ain't been out there.
Daily motivated me.
Say what?
Blacking out motivated you.
Oh, go ahead. Yeah, what you want to do to get this money, man?
Man, it's got to take off, man. We got to get the sponsor. What's that?
Well, so I'm gonna tell you right now, it's not gonna be from this. So what you about to do to get this money?
Nah, man, we finna this. What's that? Twitter.
How?
What's that?
Ball shaver?
Nigga, what? No, we finna get
Manscaped.
Nah, the
Like effect.
damn. They stupid. That'd be a good one though. I'd fuck with that. Nah, we finna get this.
The JBA. They don't have any other shows right now.
Damn, low key, like on some entry level shit. He's probably toxic to work for, dude. He's having hella bad relationships with people.
No, niggas didn't put out 46 shows this week. What's happening? Hurry up.
We could be one of those. My new niggas, Blake, Tyrell, Jamal. Fuck with them.
Wow.
The new Maul, not that whole ass nigga that was hiding detergent.
Oh, Blake, I saw that Roy and Marla coming to Charlotte. You about to go? That's like 3 out from you, right?
Rory got a song out.
I can fall asleep in my own house. I don't need to go there to fall asleep.
Yeah, that's crazy. Rory got music out, don't he? He got a song.
Yeah, he's been working on an album for like 3 years. So if he's just putting out the singles now, he's got 2 songs out. I think
he like sings.
No, he's like doing like the DJ Khaled type thing where he's been like he has a lot of relationships with artists. So like he's like curating songs, you're putting in the studio together. So
I always Emotional Oranges is dope. One of the groups that he does. When he said working on the album, I was like, wait, what?
I thought
he's been working on it since before he left the JVP. So like it's probably been like 3 years now.
God damn.
Yeah.
Them relationships ain't good enough.
Y'all, what music? Oh shit, I was saying y'all been fucking.
Go ahead. No, because fuck this list. Go ahead. What are you about to say?
No, I was saying y'all been fucking with any of the albums that came out week. Y'all like the Joey Badass, the Mozzie. Y'all fucking with that shit came out last week.
Yeah, you know me, man. I don't listen to shit when it comes out. So no, but I can tell you what I'm listening to.
God damn it, Blake. Did y'all like
too much pressure when you try to listen to some new shit? Because I gotta like. I listen to them when I don't want to hear it just because it's new. Then I gotta try to form an opinion on it. Like that's a lot of pressure. I don't know. I listened to one new album this week, though. I will say that.
What'd you listen
to? Phoenix Flexin. He put out Phoenix Flexin Volume 2. Who?
I like the Beyonce came out today. That shit was hard.
Oh, Beyonce did drop? I've seen people talking about
it. I listened to the Nardo Wick album. I couldn't get through the whole thing. That shit
sounded fire in LA when I was drunk, so that's probably why.
It probably did sound great when you were drunk. The beats be dope, and then as soon as you start listening to him rap, it's like I don't want to hear this anymore. I'm good.
What the fuck is that?
Hey, shout out to Iceware Vezo, Rich Off Pints 3. We did it again. Nigga, the
that's
GOAT,
one.
Man.
That's one of them ones.
The Joey Badass album is hard too. I like the Joey Badass album a lot.
On that heavy.
I liked his AMA a lot.
Yeah.
They tried to kill him for putting Chris Brown on the album. Internet hates Chris Brown still. Wasn't aware.
The internet hates Chris Brown?
Yep.
It's hit or miss.
White internet hates Chris Brown.
Because he's a white internet for sure hates Chris Brown. Yeah,
okay.
For sure.
Yeah. Okay, I can see that.
And he's a crackhead.
Cancel him now.
Niggas go back and forth on hating Chris Brown depending on how much dope he smoked that month. Where they're like, okay, he's wild.
When you read the police report, you feel the hate rise up in you again. But it's like, damn, bro. Can't let him win.
See the
pictures. Hate rises up in you again. It was like, can't let him win, man. He did that shit. Horrible. Guilty as fuck.
I just don't be listening to his albums like that no more. Because it's like, damn, man, this nigga, every album be having like 48 songs, bro. I'm like, man, I don't know where to start.
His last one was Heat. It's like 28 songs, no skips. That shit was hard. It didn't do too well on the streams, but that's what I'm telling you, that shit was good. Now, I'm not even the R&B guy. You know me. It was good. Brad.
I'll take your word for it.
That's fine.
Yeah, I'll take your. Because I heard that like Full Moon, whatever album he had was crazy.
Yeah.
That shit.
That was a lot of songs.
The I Swear album is fucking hard.
I Swear don't miss, man.
The Mozzie shit is hard.
No, Mozzie be spitting, man.
He really don't.
Not like his little homies.
Dog,
I Swear do put out
Dog, that Mozzie song with G Herbo, that shit hard as
fuck. Coney better, bro. I don't give a fuck. Coney better.
Yeah, Shooter Gang Coney, nice.
That motherfucker, nice.
That G Herbo song on that That Vezo album, that's my shit. I've been playing that song so goddamn much.
What should we
Urbo
do?
man. Delivering mail
Miley
faster.
does work with a lot of Chicago people.
Jackass.
All right. Do you
Left hand
guys
driving shit.
Can we make fun of Kyler Murray or the Cardinals or both? Maybe.
Oh man, dog, I know. I saw they took that clause out the contract. Them white people's gonna have a field day when they saw that headline. He has to have an independent.
About to have a field day. They did have a field day.
I know they did. I saw that. I was like, oh, come on, bro.
But what kind of shit does Kyler got to be doing down there that's in the contract? Like, that's so crazy. If you haven't seen, the Cardinals put a clause in Kyler Murray's contract that he had to do 4 hours of independent study per week of like film study. They said
the first I'm hearing of this.
He was.
Are you serious, boy?
No, look at his name.
You fucking idiot.
Yeah, look at his name. They said Kyler got to watch 4 hours of film. He can't have any other screen on. Like, he has to have his TV turned off. He can't be on the internet on his phone. He can't be playing video games. What did he have to be doing for these last 4 or 5, 3, 4 years that they put that in his contract?
What if Kyler just like a felonious beater? Like, he just be in the facility just fucking beating. And they're like,
what'd you say, Blake?
He's like playing this well, so they gotta forgive it, right? So they're like, fuck, there goes Kyler.
You're saying they think he's you think he's beating meat while watching film? That's why they're like, they don't have no other screen on.
He's just beating. He's playing this well, so they're like, fuck it, whatever, who cares? And now they're like, all right, this is kind of getting a bit much. Like, we see what's going on with the Commanders. This is going to be something. So let's save ourselves 4 hours a week.
This is absurd.
You are
4 hours. Let's save ourselves.
Yeah, stop the beating.
That shit's absurd. I don't understand what they could. Well, like, why would he put that in? The stop the beating is super crazy when you're looking at the background for this thing too. He's got his little hand on the ball that's way bigger than him.
Oh, is it mini Kyler in the background? That's what I thought it was a kicking tee.
Nah, yes,
that's hilarious. Kyler. It does kind of look like that, though. That's funny.
Yeah. Oh, oops. Oops. Okay.
But yeah, like I can't imagine what went on for him to put in the contract, and then he came out and was like, "I'm disappointed in the response for people to think I could like be lazy and be as good as I am and like at my size, blah blah blah." And I felt like, okay, like that's what you should say. That seems right, but like, why would they put it in your contract if that's a concern? That no one's ever had like a minimum amount of film watch
before. That's crazy.
Yeah, like he has to. But and then people are pulling up clips where he said before, like, yeah, I just like play video games throughout the week. I don't watch that much film. Like, I'm not really like focused on it like that. I just go out there and do my thing. So like, hey, if you're this nice and you've made it this far without watching film, you should just say that. Be like, oh, it's disrespectful for you guys to even think that. Nigga, they made you put it in the contract. It said if you don't watch 4 hours of film a week, we're taking $100 million from you.
No, and I mean, an example I saw was like how fast he started the year last year, like how hot he was versus how
he was an MVP candidate.
And they were saying like that adjustment was based on like him not watching as much film to adjust to the new teams. Like he just watched what they had when they came in and focused on those concepts, and then like everyone else adjusted and he didn't. So
that's wild as fuck. Yeah, that makes perfect sense.
I saw something where they said like
they fell off like that.
It's a track record with Cliff Kingsbury teams. Like they say his teams always start off really well. Even like back at he was at Texas Tech, right? Or was it Texas A&M? Texas Tech, right?
Texas
yeah, they say like his team start off hot, then the second half like they just fall off and
for sure, yeah.
Man.
But maybe it's a combo of both.
Yeah, it's got to be a combination.
Neither one of them are making it. Yeah,
they just keep partying together. Say what?
Yeah,
there's a fly.
We gotta keep our doors open throughout the day, or like when we're home, because it's hot as a bitch in here.
My bad. I'm 80. Sorry, I should have ignored that. I'm sorry.
But no, yeah, both the two of them are like notorious for like falling off in the end of the year, and it seems like a perfect storm of two people who shouldn't be together.
So get rid of Kyler. Just kidding. I'm just
probably
kidding.
Yeah. If they traded Kyler to like, I don't know, Tampa, I don't know. Work it out.
Y'all ready for Madden?
Y'all about to get it.
What you mean?
Are you gonna get 2K this year?
No, maybe. We didn't get 2K last year.
You let you like that ball? You gotta get 2K this year because he said no.
Oh no, we can't take 2 years off of 2K. That's horrible.
Oh, how about that, Tyrell? You said no that fast. You said you can't take 2 years off.
No, I do. We'll probably get
it this year
because I'm gonna get mad and he's gonna get.
No, we'll probably get it. Okay. Not like last year.
Whichever, yeah.
So he left you hanging last year, huh?
No, he didn't buy. Yeah, cause I bought Madden last year. Usually I buy Madden. He buys 2K.
You couldn't buy 2K?
I was poor.
I didn't want to buy 2K.
Yeah, and honestly, like when he didn't get it, I was like, all right, well, if he gets it eventually. But honestly, I was playing so much other shit. Actually, I don't mind taking a year off of 2K.
Yeah, and I played a lot of Madden this year. It was fun playing Madden.
Oh man,
I'm ready for Madden, dude. I don't know what it is. Like it's just tradition, bro. With Madden, like we've had every Madden like
game.
Shut the fuck up.
Did you buy Madden this year, Blake?
I buy it every year.
Yeah, then what are you talking about?
So what are you complaining about?
I don't get excited anymore. I just buy it because it's the new one.
Nah, nigga, I get excited.
I'm excited that they're gonna have not lied to us for the 13th year in a row. They're gonna change their ways.
They absolutely lied to us.
Yeah, they're changing their ways.
Menus. You're gonna see your same coach sitting at the same desk when you're in the franchise menu. It's gonna be the whack ass, still like no celebration real shit when you win the Super Bowl. Same dumb shit. Like, you can build the futuristic stadium, the traditional, or the whatever the hell other one.
It's funny because the Super Bowl celebrations stay in the same.
Are you signed in? Wild. Do you have an athletic subscription?
I do.
Wow, I didn't know people clicked the links when I put it in the chat that they had it for free on T-Mobile. So thanks for doing that.
No, I use your login. What are you talking about? I had the free T-Mobile one for 6 months. Yeah. It's in the shared accounts.
Why did I? Okay.
I only use it for stuff like this. I don't be just on there.
I'm just kidding, dude. I don't care. I only open the shit every now and
then. Same. That's why I only did the T-Mobile one. But yeah, I brought up Kyler because I did want to get to the athletics QB rankings before we get out of here.
You're not signed in. You can see them all?
Yeah.
Okay.
At least I'm pretty sure I can. I went through most of this before I got on here. My internet connection a little choppy, so it's taking a second to load.
Maybe I should do that.
Sure. Yeah, that works. I was trying to first force the issue because I wasn't trying to hear us.
That's fine. I'll still scroll as you say.
That works.
Okay.
But I feel like I'm and I know we talked about it recently. I feel like I'm firmly in the tiers over lists group now, which I've been seeing form online. We're like, let's just tier stuff, ranking stuff, because the difference between like 1 and 4 for 99% of things don't be that different, but it's better to just be like, okay, like I agree with this, disagree with that. Like when you try to, and I guess they order them here too, but I feel like it's more of the tier, which is important.
Because it's how many first place votes and stuff you got like that. So as you see, he has 1.16 voting average, 1.02.
Yeah, like I don't feel as bad seeing like Tom Brady third over Herbert, but they're in the same tier. Like we're saying like the criteria to even be in this group right here was being good. Like we're winning because of you. So what they got? Rodgers 1, they had Mahomes 2,
Brady 3, Allen
4, Herbert 5. I feel like that's the accurate ranking because we've seen some shit that had Herbert at 7. Behind Stafford and Burrow, like the difference in 2 feels worse when there's no tier, where it's just like, nah, he's just flat out better than him, which I don't agree with. Like Herbert and Burrow being 5 and 6, but being in the same tier, cool. If you swap the two of them, probably the same results in most like instances, right? So I feel like it makes more sense when you have the caveat of a tier versus he's just better. Nah.
I'm just cannot wait for the talk after this season when the Bengals miss the playoffs. What the takes on Joe Burrow are then?
Yeah, because it can't be like, oh, never mind, he's not good.
Like someone's got to eat something. Like we just we obviously gave love to Herbert and he didn't make the playoffs. So it's like, can y'all keep the same energy for Burrow when he misses? I don't know.
That's gonna be interesting to see, though, for sure.
It will be interesting. They shouldn't miss, but it wouldn't be shocking if they do.
They're going to miss. They're absolutely going to miss.
Yeah.
They don't want to pay Jesse Bates right now.
If Mr. can't keep his hands to himself, don't get like at least a 8-game ban, they're absolutely going to miss the playoffs.
Yeah, I've been just assuming he's getting the
year. Their roster, I think he's getting 8. I don't think he gets a full year.
It better give him 8 to save Joe Burrow.
The Browns roster ain't as good as you think. They lost a piece from last year.
Shit.
That roster's kind of good, bro.
As bad as Baker played last year, weren't they like at 500 or above it? They were at 10 wins.
They were carrying Baker.
Yeah, they were like a half game out or some shit, weren't they?
Did they make the playoffs? Or no?
No, they made the playoffs. They were like right.
I think they won 8 games.
Let me see.
2021.
Come on, A1. They won 8 and 9.
Line. Yeah,
they won 8 and 9. Like absolutely, or no. Yeah, 8 and 9.
Pass rushers, they're gonna be straight.
Yeah, they won 8-9, lost a little bit of stuff, didn't really add anything other than Deshaun, obviously, who might not play the whole year. It's
a big fucking difference.
But he might not play the whole year or half the year.
They're good at the spots where it's important to be good at. They're good on both sides of like the line, on O-line and D-line.
If they're can play like bad Baker and split whatever that is, I don't know how many games they need to win or lose. Deshaun Watson is like undoubtedly probably. He has argument for being in the top 5 quarterbacks in the league.
For sure, but if he misses 8 games, he won't have played in 35 months? Like, you're not just walking in and getting just straight off the gate, like, oh, we're cooking.
Oh, no, he's going to be
I don't know. He's knocking the rust off right now. I feel like he's not in camp.
We for sure don't know, but I'm not assuming that he's just walking in filthy off the street.
I don't believe in the rest.
They got a good second, and they got a good secondary too.
That's a long time of not playing football. To
we don't have any examples of the rest existing. Give me one.
With a new team. With the
that nigga on the spot, boy.
I don't have examples to give you.
Yeah, you don't.
I don't know how many people have missed 36 months of football.
The rest would have been Mike Vick. They brought him back and had him do Wildcat and bullshit. And then when he finally got to play, he was lighting shit up.
Wasn't he a backup when he first got there?
Does that knock rust off when you're doing Wildcat snaps?
I don't think so.
Probably not.
That's more time on the field practicing and fully playing and not worrying about
very different than playing the actual quarterback.
Deshaun Watson settling cases today and going to court next week. This is I don't think those two things are the same.
Yeah, he's sitting there just trying to make a facial reaction. His lawyer settling cases. I mean, thinking about plays.
Yeah. There's nothing to say that's going to make me think he's walking off the street after two years of not playing if he misses 8 games, or if he misses the whole season, which is still a possibility and probably the reality, missing the whole season.
Okay, so don't look at me. Look at we don't have this pulled up, but obviously you would know this too. I'm sure Vegas projected more wins for them when they traded for him than before when they did.
I won't look it up now, but I can look it up and I can get an answer for you.
That sounds right.
Of course they would. Yeah, because he's a better quarterback. But do you think Vegas just assumes he's going to play? What's their wins at today?
Yeah,
obviously,
Vegas
we know he's a better quarterback.
Bro.
But if he only
still not below when they had Baker.
Half the games, it doesn't matter if he's a better quarterback.
I promise you, it's not below when they had Baker. Which means they think he's going to be better than 8 and 9. Which means the Bengals are in trouble because they won 10 games and got in the playoffs. Obviously, the Ravens are not going to be beat the fuck up again. Hopefully,
I think the Ravens about to be good.
Yeah, why is it obvious? It's still not obvious, and they still have no receiving core.
All right, I forgot you got your Tiger blood in you, so let me leave you alone, man.
I'm also saying I wouldn't be shocked if they missed the playoffs.
All right, Russell Wilson, Matt Stafford,
so 2-2. 8.
Big Sean
Watson in tier 2.
Horny man at 9.
Lamar at tier 2.
I hope Lamar turns up.
I think I'd still have Lamar tier 1, but
I would too.
I guess he didn't have the best year last year on the worst team roster.
This got a lot of conversation this week, and it's really small, so I'll zoom it in.
Blow it out, yes.
This is from a defensive coordinator in the NFL. If he has to pass to win the game, they ain't winning the game. Another defense coordinator said he still needs an athlete. He's really good at football player.
Oh, I saw this racist ass shit.
I don't think he'll ever be one as a quarterback. He'll be a football player, but not as a quarterback. So many games come down to 2 minutes, and that's why they have a hard time advancing the ball, even when they are good on defense. Playoffs are tight. You have to be able to throw the ball, and he's just so inconsistent throwing the ball. It is hit or miss.
The thing that makes that statement the worst is that I don't care if he wins the league MVP 12 times. I don't think he'll ever be a one as a quarterback. Like, that's taking it too far. Because I think you can, like, there's an argument for, like, yeah, like Lamar not being as good, like a lot of quarterbacks are passing the ball when, like, shit gets super tight in the playoffs at the, like, end of seasons and AFC championship games or just playoff games against other good-ass teams. It's not easy to just be automatic. Like, everybody's not Mahomes, everybody's not Allen, like, who can have those, like, crazy games where you're automatic. Derek Carr, who's a good quarterback, has bad games. Fucking Joe Burrow, who we got in tier 1 healthily, had bad playoff games last year. Wasn't particularly good in the playoffs last year. So that, like, oh, when it comes down to passing the ball, he can't do that. But the dudes in tier 1 have games where Justin Herbert couldn't beat the fucking Texans because we threw a pick 6 to end the game. Like, but these are people you got in tier 1. So I think saying shit like that doesn't make too much sense because it's hard for anybody coming down the stretch. But to add in if he wins 12 MVPs, he's still not the one. Like, what are you talking about? Why add some preposterous shit like that in there?
The hate, man. That's just blind hating, man.
Look at this next blurb. The Ravens are 1-3 in the postseason with Jackson starting. Jackson has averaged 6.6 yards per attempt with 4 total touchdowns and 7 turnovers in those games. During the same span, the players in Tier 1 this season are 24-12 in the playoffs, while averaging 7.7 yards per attempt with 79 total touchdowns and 24 turnovers. Their combined playoff passing rating is 99.7 compared to 68.3 for Jackson.
And I think, obviously, those aren't good stats, but the dudes that are in Tier 1, Justin Herbert hasn't played a playoff game. So you got Tom Brady, the greatest quarterback of all time, Aaron Rodgers, a top 4 quarterback of all time, Josh Allen, Pat Mahomes, 2 like perennial MVP candidates, 2 of the best talents we've seen, and Joe Burrow
maybe
in one playoff season. So, like, obviously, sure, you can have Lamar not be Tier 1. That quote was the hater shit. Yeah, like this makes sense looking at it for him. Granted, the dudes in that time frame or like in that first tier are literal goats right now.
I mean, only 2 of them.
2 of them, and then like if Pat Mahomes retired today, he a goat. I think.
No, the fuck, he's not.
Nah, he's not a goat if he retires right now.
Okay.
He was an exciting time that we're all going to remember, but come on.
Nah, man, niggas be hating
the
on
first 5 years of his career are better than just about anybody else of all time.
He's Andrew Luck with a ring.
Ooh, shit.
And a finals MVP. That makes a big fucking difference in being a GOAT and somebody who gets forgotten.
I don't think they forgot Andrew Luck either. Colts are still trying to see if he'll throw a football for him.
Man, that arm is dead, daddy.
Yeah, whatever the alternative
is. Let him get.
But yeah, no, like up. Obviously his playoff stats
too. You go to the Athletics podcast on him. Actually, it's really good.
His playoff stats definitely put him in like a clear tier 2 spot below the other guys.
They did a special about him. Yeah.
But yeah, like
Andrew Luck was
I don't know. The hating was incredible in that first one. Like to say like, oh, if you gotta make him throw the ball, like we're just beating.
No, I'm gonna be the guy that presents the other side here. I don't think it was hate. I think they were spot on because the fact is, with good quarterbacks, you do not blitz them all day. You blitz them sparingly and try to mix it up because they will make you fucking pay with it. With Lamar, you can sit back and blitz them all day. And I know like his completion percentage and everything is good, but it's just like that it would be much higher like if he was actually doing the shit that he was supposed to do out there. Because the fact is, like, if you gave like his athleticism to a Josh Allen, to a Herbert, to a Burrow or whatever, like we're talking about like an unbelievable type of player. But it's like he doesn't make it happen with his arm when it's time to, and it's like that's got to come up because it's obviously hurting their ability to proceed forward when teams have a whole week to lock in on you. in playoff football, we just know it's different, and it hasn't worked out for him at this point.
I feel like he can though, because like that last playoff game we seen him play, like I feel like he wasn't getting no help from his like, dude, we got to get this dude like a legit receiver, man. Like who's been his best receiver he's had? Like his best receiver.
This was the point I was making 2 weeks ago, and you was telling me, no, they've been okay. Yeah, Willie Snead.
No, I'm saying they don't use them though. It's like it doesn't matter if they're not going to use them. Like so, maybe they get the receiver, but it's like that's not what's necessarily holding them back. With like most of their players.
That was also the point I was arguing when I was talking about Greg Roman. Like people were complaining about him doing the same thing with Cap, and it's like, okay, are you like utilizing this dude to the best of his ability, or do you want to have a specific type of play from your quarterback that you're like, oh yeah, receivers don't matter. Like you have an awful receiving core. It's not crazy to see that like your yards per attempt aren't that good. Like 7 turnovers, a lot of those might be on him. I'd have to go back and look at them, obviously. But like, if your receiver core is super fucking mid and you get to the playoffs and everything needs more help,
and everybody's better, like all the good teams in the playoffs.
I have to go back and look at them. If this was about like someone who you had questions about, you wouldn't be giving them this much bail and thinking like they need a receiver. I didn't look at those turnovers; those might not all be on him. Like, come on,
I've been
dude.
saying
like,
that since
bro, because we
I'm just
in the league about his
if the answer is another receiver, that doesn't factor into what he's done already, and the fact that what he's done already puts him where he is. Like that's still the evaluation on him right now. Like maybe if he does get DeAndre Hopkins, he's an entirely different player, but we have never seen that from him. So it's like you can't say that that's the case when that's we've never seen that. It's a hypothetical.
Well, and I know that's because you have the like stats highlighted. I'm still more or less talking about because you can't dispute the stats. I'm more or less talking about the hate above, where it's like, oh, we can't ask him to do this. He can't do this. He can't do this. The offense hasn't asked him to do that, and you're not putting the pieces in place for him to do that. So for you to have this kind of hating, obviously the stats are going to look one way when like things aren't set up a certain way. But for you to go, oh, he can't, even if he did this 12 times, he can't be the guy. You haven't put him in a position to be the guy. The offense has been built for, hey, we need you to run a lot, and if you can, throw the ball to the fast guy. That's been the MO since he's got to Baltimore. So for us to be like, oh, he can't drop back and pass the ball, you've given him dog shit at receiver. Like Mark Andrews has been far and away his best receiver there.
And Mark Andrews is a fucking baller.
Yeah, absolutely. There's no disputing that. And then we're talking about Hollywood Brown, who was the most targeted quarterback in the league last season. Like they're throwing the ball to one person. None of us think Hollywood Brown's a top 20 receiver in the league, number one target receiver.
If he catches all his passes, he would be.
Times here in this 2019 playoff game.
Okay.
It didn't work.
Got it. It didn't work one game. Don't ever do it again. Got it.
No, I'm not. Okay.
The ball 6 times for dog shit.
It's possible. I don't know. I'm just like they. Well, let's see. What were they this year?
They were 14-3
with dog shit. Apparently, they were 14-3 with dog shit. 14-3 with dog shit. I 14-3 with dog shit.
What's the question?
I'm confused. Like Marquise Brown, Willie Snead, Hayden Hurst, Mark Andrews. That's 4 good targets. Like I don't know what does he need like a tier 1 receiver for y'all to like think that okay he's clearly doesn't. That's not what's going to work for him.
No, like, until he kind of just want to see what he looks like a top guy.
I want to see what he looks like with it, but like a lot of people don't get that opportunity. Like that. I mean.
At least like a legit number one, because I feel like we all know that like Hollywood's number one, not a number one. Like he's not like number one. He's not a receiver though. Like not a fucking tight end.
I'm not even thinking of that. I'm just thinking of like you see quarterbacks get a number one guy and shit changes. Josh Allen.
Do you think Jimmy Garoppolo is held back because he only had George Kittle and not a legit number one?
Nigga, he had Devo.
Yeah, I don't agree with that.
Debo didn't turn up until this last year.
Yeah, he had him though this year.
Okay. So the other years then.
Okay. Well, that's not what I'm saying. But I think like we see dudes like Kyler get DeAndre. You see dudes like Josh Allen get Stephon Diggs. And the offense changes. That gets Amari and the offense changes. It opens up in a different way. So yeah, like we haven't seen Lamar with that. So to have these wild, like, oh, he can't do these things when, like, oh, it didn't work with Marquise Brown, who I don't think.
Do you not see the difference though with those other guys where it's like they show different kinds of flashes than Lamar has shown with the arm, where it's like, okay, maybe we do need to go get this guy because he's being handicapped by this?
I can for sure with Mark or with Josh Allen, I guess, with like the deep ball. I don't see a super big difference between Kyler and Lamar though, as far as like arm talent goes.
Yeah, dude, I think Lamar has a better arm than he gets credit for.
Yeah, like I don't think it's that. I don't think if you give Lamar DeAndre Hopkins, it's like, oh wow, yeah, DeAndre is like not producing anymore, like not getting open in the same way, versus a Marquise Brown or Sammy Watkins or a Willie Snead, who's like, okay, yeah, if Willie Snead's like your third receiver, you're solid. That's your number 2 guy. That's who you're depending on.
Oh, fuck, Devin Duvernay and Willie Snead ain't get open.
I mean, yeah, in this one game, he was the number 2, but in all reality, Hayden Hurst was above him for most of the season, I'd imagine.
Yeah, 6 for 56 versus 4 for 53. Like
Hayden Hurst was don't you Hayden Hurst like he wasn't a good player before like he went to Atlanta and disappeared because they had fucking issues.
Hayden Hurst was cool. I'm not going to say he was good, but he was cool. He was whatever.
What does he need to be in order for you to be like, okay, that's fine? Like, what are you talking about?
He went and played with Matt Ryan, and then he went and played with Baker, and wasn't good in either place.
Atlanta had multiple issues on offense that led to them not being good at for his whole on the season.
He was at the Browns last year. Didn't do anything with the Browns last year.
You said multiple times how shitty Baker Mayfield is. What are you talking about? Don't say like now like he should have produced there. When you say how bad Baker is, it doesn't add up. What are you talking about?
If you're with a bunch of different quarterbacks and you're not doing anything anywhere, like what?
He was fine there. He was fine on the Browns.
Everywhere you go. He was fine
on the Browns. It's like like a second or third option. Like,
sure. Either way, like I don't think it matters to argue like, is this guy good or is this guy not good? If he has the 17th best receiver, the 25th best receiver, and the 19th best tight end, and Mark Andrews at the time, at least based on this game, wasn't that. I don't remember how Mark Andrews looked in 2020. I know he wasn't as good as he was this season. But like, if everybody in your you got a bunch of like top 30 guys, yeah, of course we can't expect the same production when it's like, hey, you got a top 10 guy, a top 5 guy, and then a bunch of like, okay, decent pieces around him.
But isn't it crazy to say like I don't know what Mark Andrews like did when his production is entirely based on his quarterback?
Well, what are we talking about? Say what he did because I don't know Mark Andrews' like career stats off the top of my head. Which why I said I don't.
No, but I'm saying I don't know what he was like then. You said I don't know what he was like then, but his numbers are based on his quarterback, right? So even if he didn't perform like that in 2019, it's the same guy throwing him the ball.
But I know Mark Andrews had 1,400 yards this year and 700 yards the year before that, like 800 yards the year before that. I can't say I remember what he looked like every game to know if he's not. He had 1,300 yards.
That's not what I'm saying. But you're saying you think he's like a different player than he was then. It's the same guy throwing him the ball.
He could just be getting better too. Honestly, I feel like Mark Andrews.
It was the same guy throwing a year 2 tight end.
Look at these numbers. Do you get that much? Has anyone ever gotten that much better in the NFL in year 4? It's the same guy. You just had less touches.
From year 1 to year 4, have they ever got that much better?
It's the same guy. He got less touches. Look, his yards per catch went down. It's the same guy.
God damn.
Wait, are you telling me
it's the same guy?
Mark Andrews got worse?
I'm saying it's the same guy. He just got more touches. That's it.
Are we looking at Mark Andrews?
I'm saying,
am I tripping?
No, those are Mark Andrews.
This is Mark Andrews.
Nigga, Hayden Hurst ain't never had that many touches.
He just got more touches.
Are you looking at the stats and seeing like the difference in like?
I am. Look, yards per reception. This is it. Like I'm saying, like so, it's the same guy. He just got more touches. That's it. The targets went way the fuck up. That's all that changed.
Yeah, because he got no damn receiver.
Why did his targets double? Because he's a better player, right?
But I'm just saying it's not like he took a leap himself. I'm saying like they just used him more.
What do you mean it's not like he took a leap himself?
I'm saying this isn't a new player. This is not a new player. This is the same guy that they've had for the last 4 years. They just decided this year, let's give him 153 fucking targets. It's 4 with this year. That's 4 seasons.
Yeah, Blake, you're saying they doubled his targets, and you're asking me if I think he's a better player now.
But we know people, you're not going to show up to camp in year 4 with the super soldier serum. That's not how football fucking works.
Yeah, but you're performing better on the field. Like he played 3 more games than he's played any other year, and he's performing more. They doubled his targets, literally doubled his targets. And you think that's like what? Because Lamar just was like, I guess I got to throw to him more now.
I think the offense might have changed where he became their sole focus or whatever. But it's like they've had this guy here,
and you think he hasn't progressed from his rookie year. He's just the same guy in every way. What player do you know that's the same?
No, you said I don't know what Hayden Hurst was. You said I don't know what Mark Andrews was on. I'm saying like this guy has been inside their camp the entire time. His numbers went up because they gave him the ball more, like per catch, per touch, whatever. He's no more productive than he was like at the start of his career. Like he's the same. He's putting up the same things every single opportunity he gets the ball. It's just he's getting the ball more now. And that could be like we said this year they were entirely banged up. They had a lot of injuries. So he probably moved into a higher role into their offense. That's what I'm saying. So
but when you watch Mark Andrews this year, you saw him pop in a way where that made you. I remember you saying he's the best tight end in the league over Kelsey and Kittle, who you've seen for several years be great. Mm-hmm. This player clearly showed you something on the field this year where you're like, "Hey, this because I got to see him twice as many times." Why do you think that is? Because of no reason?
Because no, I'm thinking whatever selection they had there on offense, like it made it so he got more opportunities. That's it.
But players do take leaps. Like there's the year 3 wide receiver leap. Like we know players do take leaps where it's like, oh,
this is an insane leap, bro. This is an insane
leap. It is that somebody.
It could be, man. You niggas are arguing this for a minute now.
He doubled everything. He doubled everything. And it's not because he's better, and it's also not because Lamar is better either.
I don't know. He was second in targets on the team last year, behind Hollywood. And this year, I'm guessing he was first and Hollywood was second.
No, he's probably second behind Hollywood because I think Hollywood was one of the most targeted receivers.
Yeah, he was first and Hollywood was second.
Hey, man, either way, man, Lamar, we pulling for you next year, man. Yeah, prove all these haters and doubters wrong, man. We pulling for you.
That's
turn up. People love hating on Lamar.
Are you saying that players can't take leaps from year to year or like years to year?
No, I'm saying that leap is abnormal. I think he just got more touches. I think he's been the same player that he's been the entire time. And it might be Greg Roman's fault. It might be whatever. They might have installed something different where Lamar's like reading him first versus like reading him third. So,
sure.
I think it's a combination of both.
I think he's the same person.
It
does not fucking happen.
It doesn't happen regularly, but we do see that kind of leap happen.
I don't know. Like, I don't think that's something. Name another one.
Josh Allen.
That's a quarterback. I'm saying for a receiver. Someone who catches the ball. It does not fucking happen. It happens when people leave Aaron Rodgers and come back to him, but that's Aaron Rodgers.
True.
Let me think, because I'm not going to have one on the spot for you, but I feel like I've seen wide receiver leaps.
Gabriel Davis for one game?
No, don't give me names. There's a leap in players.
It's not a thing. It's not a thing. I promise you, it's not a thing, or you would have more of them. That's fucking weird.
I can't think of no leaps like that, but
I'm not gonna say I can have more.
You're going from like someone that we might pick up in the 11th round of our fantasy draft to like where I'm saying that's the best tight end in football. Like that does not happen. I think that's a fault of definitely Greg Roman and whoever the fuck else there. But yeah, if it's the system that's telling Lamar to read these 3 options first and like maybe 1's Hollywood, 2's run, 3's then Mark Andrews versus like 1's Mark Andrews, 2's run, 3's Hollywood, like whatever changed, something changed to where he's getting looked at way more. But he didn't go from being like replacement level tight end to better than George Kittle. That's not a fucking thing. George Kittle's a Hall of Famer probably. You don't work yourself into that in the offseason. He froze.
I don't think you. I don't think you work yourself into that in the offseason either. Like potential wise, but I think there are a lot of factors that can still go. Your quarterback getting better, your offense being geared towards that, which is, I guess, the crux of this point was the offense being geared to what Lamar does.
That's what I'm saying.
I still don't think it has been. It's only the running part. They're like, oh yeah, we'll run a lot.
What does he do while throwing?
Mark Andrews.
Fantasy football season coming
throw over the middle 15 yards to Mark Andrews.
Give you an all-time lead. Or he didn't because the quarterback doesn't matter. Whichever one. I don't know. All right. Well, you guys don't got to wait for me. We can keep going down the list too, if I'm breaking up.
Yeah, breaking up more.
You sound good now. Yeah, I think he's breaking up again now.
All right. Yeah, no, you don't hear us no more.
Yeah, he frozen. Black bastard. No, I see him blinking. I just don't hear him.
I said you can keep going if I'm breaking up.
Okay. Well, you back now.
Just keep reading the list. Yeah, I'm back.
Everybody got on their football show. I see Blake got a Saint hoodie on. What you got on, Tyrell?
Basketball.
Oh, okay. But you had on some Chargers. Yeah.
No.
Y'all ready for the season coming up, man? How excited y'all for the season?
I'm excited for football to be back, period. So definitely on a high there. I'm also excited for basketball to be back. I know it's like just ended and it's kind of far away, but I want some of that.
I feel like the offseason being so slow for basketball is maybe you want it back even more. Ain't no moves even happening anymore. It's just all rumors. I just need to watch some hoop now.
I'm ready for like new 2K, ready for new basketball. Yeah, just need the sports to reset, man.
What player are y'all most excited to see play this football season coming up? Or okay, give me a second-year player and a rookie.
Ooh, okay. I think the second-year player for me would be Micah Parsons. I want to see if he can do that again or get better off of it.
He's such a dude.
And then a rookie.
This nigga's really faster than Gordon. That's kind of crazy.
I don't know a rookie that I'm super excited for. I'm trying not to think of a Chargers rookie because I want to be diverse.
You son of a bitch.
But I'm trying to think of what rookie that got drafted I think is gonna make a big ass Trayvon Walker because he was the number one pick. I want to see what because we all thought, well, a lot of us thought that wasn't the right number one overall pick. What impact he's gonna have coming in. The player I'm most excited to see this season is Justin Herbert because I think this is an MVP year with the way things are set up. Hey,
all right, what about you, Blake?
Might be the dick riding is incredible.
I said rookie in second year, but whatever.
No, because then I said,
oh yeah, but then you was like, yeah, but then you said,
yeah,
fuck you.
Second year player, probably. Damn. It's oh my god.
Zach Wilson.
Do not kill me for this, Saints fans. Kyle Pitts, second year player. They don't have shit going for them right now in Atlanta. I feel like he's going to get force-fed the ball a bunch. I think we're going to get a lot of exciting plays out of him.
I think they're going to force the shit out of him the ball. He get 100 catches next year.
Maybe we'll get a second explosion like Mark Andrews had. So, and then for rookies.
I hate Blake. Blake's so petty.
I can't wait to spend the rest of the night Googling sophomore week.
I'm about to block you. Get out of here.
He's about to be so mad when I find
senior year leaves.
Okay.
Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna say I'm looking at the draft right now, trying to pick somebody. Ooh, you know what? Kenny Pickett's gonna get a big opportunity there, and like I said, that division. The Bengals only won 10 last year and got in. So let me see where the Steelers were. I know they weren't far from that though.
They made the playoffs. I think they went 10 games.
They went 9-7. They were second in the AFC North. And we all know how bad Big Ben played last year. So If you can beat that bar, and they're not gonna be scared about giving the ball to Najee 600 times. So there's a good chance Kenny Pickett can play some playoff football this year. Yeah, there's a good chance Kenny Pickett plays some playoff football this year.
That's another one of those teams where it's like I think people are swinging too far in the opposite direction. Where it's like that roster was still good. They lost James Washington. I don't really think they lost anything else. But like, I can't see a reason why they wouldn't make the playoffs other than other teams being better than them. Like just winning.
Yeah, they had that rookie. The rookie wasn't Freiermuth was a rookie last year, right? The tight end.
Yep, the tight end.
Was he a rookie? Oh yeah, he was a rookie.
Yeah, they still got Chase Claypool. They got Deontay Washington.
Deontay Johnson.
Johnson.
Yeah, and then I think they signed a wide receiver, right? And Juju went to the Chiefs.
One. They drafted George Pickett from Georgia.
So they got two Picketts.
Who was supposed to be a first round pick, but he got drafted in the third for like character issues.
He got drafted in the second. Yep, I see him there though.
Yep. Yeah. So they got multiple offensive weapons, and their defense is.
You know what? I think I remember seeing this They drafted Calvin Austin, a 5'9" receiver out of Memphis. I think I remember seeing his tape during the draft. And his shit looks stupid. So
yeah, he's the fastest receiver in the draft.
All right,
the Steelers love to fucking draft a great wide receiver.
And I'll say this too. Just I don't want to make you feel alienated, Jamal. I would love to say one of the quarterbacks, but like right now, if we're talking about like a Justin Fields or a Trevor Lawrence or even Zach Wilson, I think probably has the best chance to have a better season this year, like to look like a good player. But the roster
around him.
Yeah, for Jacksonville and Chicago right now are just so fucking bad that it's going to have to be like another one of those years where you're like, all right, just try not to judge this player too harshly just yet because things just aren't in place yet for them to really show themselves. Like Justin Fields especially, like I really hope that the powers that be that control his career are patient with him because this is not going to be
this year. His situation is worse than what fucking Trevor's got. It's not even close.
It's definitely worse than Trevor's.
it's really bad. Yeah, for me, like I'll say like non-Jaguar like rookies I'm excited to see play is Jordan Davis at Philly or
that's gonna be one of the Madden trade pieces for sure.
Yeah, it's him and Jameson Williams. I want to see what Jameson Williams looks like coming off that knee in Detroit.
He's not Chemo, is he?
No, that's Mechie from Georgia. That's the other. Yeah.
Hey man, fuck cancer. Shout out to Boozy.
Yeah, Jameson Williams. Jameson Williams and Jordan Davis. I go Jordan Davis. And then second year player, Trevor's definitely, but if I had to go like a non-Jaguar, see that's the thing. Like we were just talking about he's in such a bad situation. I do want to see Justin Fields like how he looks. But like if it's like a non special. Yeah, though he got the tools, man. But like I'm trying to think if I go for like a non I guess it'll be I'd probably be piggyback off you, like for a non-quarterback. I want to see what Kyle Pitts looks like.
Mm-hmm.
Like second year in. Because he finna get force fed that ball. Especially they got baby arm Mariota down there too. Oh man, you finna catch all of them.
We and Tyrell talking about this before you got on here, before we even start recording that like those guys who used to be QB1s and like lost that status and how hard it is to fight to get that back. He's in a spot right now where like he has a chance to maybe reclaim that title next to his name in the league and be like one of the top 32. So it's like
he's about to fight for his fucking life.
They got that because they drafted that rookie, Desmond Ritter. Yeah, he on his ass. So he definitely got to show out.
Mariota appears to be a better athlete for now. So as long as he keeps the arm right, he
that arm, man, that arm ain't been the same since he had that. That arm ain't been the same since he had that nerve.
It don't gotta be that. Elbow, it don't gotta be the same when your best player is Kyle Pitts and fucking Cordell Patterson.
Oh, was it
they drafted the big receiver too.
That's a whole lot of checkdowns and maybe a deep ball every game.
No, they drafted the big receiver, the big 50 ball guy, Drake
London. Yeah,
they drafted.
Oh yeah.
What you draft big receivers for? Not to run deep.
Did y'all see that picture of him like after draft day where he had that big ass DL chain? It's like, yo, he got to be more self aware of his surroundings.
You can't go to Atlanta with that shit on, dog.
No, that shit was funny as fuck.
You can't go to
somebody
Atlanta
gotta tell him,
on, dog.
Yeah, somebody like, bro, somebody gotta tell him, like, yo, bro, you get your full name.
Don't tell nobody.
Nah, yeah.
You be on P Valley with that energy.
Dog. Seeing you guys talk about that shit yesterday, like, bro, I'm not in a rush to watch that.
That's
shit,
your
bro.
show. What you talking about?
No,
it's funny that Jamal tried to put you on the P-Valley and hasn't watched a single episode this season.
Dog, like, man, like,
that's incredibly homophobic now that I think about it.
Dog, they uber wilding though right now, man.
You haven't seen the show. How do you know?
You told me.
Fill me up, daddy.
Why would you make up? Exactly?
Not fill me up, daddy. Fill me up, nigga.
Dog,
he said that shit like aggressively.
He said it was like it was tough. All right, that's not bad. Then it's really not that bad. He kept his manhood about him.
But he said, like, did the mouth shit where you like, fill me up, nigga.
On that note, I think I'm getting up out of here, man. I don't want this. Ain't a P-Valley. Y'all can
we're at 209.
Yeah,
wow.
I'm cool off P. That I'll get the P-Valley eventually, but I'm hearing all that shit. I'm cool off it, man. It sounds like they doing a little too much.
Too much what?
Too much activities, man. Yo, Blake trying to get me.
I think he got you. I
just said too much activity. Hey, man, shout out to the community. I'm sure we got some fans in the community. Shout out to you.
I might have got him out of this episode.
Twice. 2 times.
I love y'all though.
All right. Well,
we can see jokes.
We'll
see y'all next week.
Next week we doing that. Let's get it.
Yeah, we kick on the can on a few things.
Bye.
Peace.